Yowie wowie.
No,
TPA
no,
Why?
no.
Damn
Fuck
it.
you. Why?
I will slap the ever loving fire out of you.
God damn
Please,
it.
please do.
Why?
Are you still high?
Maybe.
Fuck me.
Maybe not.
I will give you the fire god Liu Kang pimp slap if you try that again.
It was fucking
Please do.
Jesus. Fucking
I,
Bray Wyatt. It's the Bray Wyatt segment, okay? Jesus.
I don't care. Say it, and I swear I'm going fire god Liu Kang on you.
I, I,
Try me.
I got the fucking, the consumable where I can block all fire attacks. Fine.
I don't care. Don't mention it, please. Just
Okay. Damn. Everyone's happy today. Welcome to TPA Podcast. Jesus Christ. I'm Cliff. Brandon's at work, so yeah, of course.
you say he's at work, but more than likely he's probably watching Endgame.
You know what? That's work. I'll give him that.
God, God, I gotta wait till tomorrow.
I'm tired hearing about this damn movie. I'm tired of it. I'm tired.
Where you gonna have to hear about it? Look, we didn't have to wait for this nigga for about 10 years. We gonna talk about it.
You're gonna hear
I
about it
ain't talking
everywhere.
about
I'm
that
sorry.
shit.
We gonna talk about it.
No.
We gonna talk about it. It's gonna be talked about.
No.
Guys, God
It's
damn.
gonna be talked about.
Hell no. Go
Yo, oh hell yes.
Yeah, we're talking. Look, it's gonna be on Twitter no matter what. You're gonna see it everywhere. I don't fucking care. You're gonna see
I swear you.
I muted the fucking word.
the word
It's over.
cheeseburger.
That's just being a downer. You just being a downer now.
Bitch,
Yeah,
I'm
it
on
really
my
is.
fucking period.
Of course you would. Of course you would blame it on your womanly functions. Of course you would. Of course.
Bitch, my fucking body.
Right as Endgame happens, she goes. Yeah. Like
Wait a minute. Was she talking about you yesterday when she was sending all those tweets about you not somebody not texting her back?
Wait, what?
And she was sending a bunch of texts being mad as hell because someone wouldn't text her back because they're watching Endgame. I just assumed it was you.
No.
Yes, it was him.
I knew it. I knew it.
I did not spoil it. Oh, the text. Oh, look.
All this could have been solved if you had at least sent at least one text right to Sparley every 30 minutes.
I was literally about to, and then fucking like one of my friends called and they were like, "I need you to pick me up right now." I'm like, "Fuck, God!" It was just spur of the moment. The second the movie ended, I texted her. It went 3. I didn't know it would go 3 hours.
They told you it was gonna go 3 hours.
Fuck that movie.
It's amazing.
I haven't watched it yet, so I ain't saying nothing.
I ain't saying anything else. We're getting off Endgame. Just no. Let's get into wrestling. That's what we're here for, anyways. Fuck it. Oh my god. So obviously, there's one segment in mind, obviously from the intro that I'm thinking of, but we'll get to that later.
We opened Raw with Triple H, Seth Rollins. They going about like who's gonna face Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. Then you have Samoa Joe. He comes out saying he want to be double champion like Becky, 2 belts. You have AJ Styles. He comes out. Baron Corbin, Rey Mysterio, The Miz. Basically, there are 2 triple threat matches set up between Ray, Joe, and AJ, which was an amazing match. Very AJ won that match.
And who did he pin?
He pinned Joe.
Because apparently in WWE, Joe has to be AJ's bitch.
Joe has not gotten one win on AJ Styles.
He really, dude. The last time Joe has beaten AJ Styles, he was in TNA,
and that was when he was undefeated.
Yep.
In 2006.
Oh fuck's sake, you're right.
It's been over 10 years.
So we have that triple threat match. Then we have the other one between Drew, Baron Corbin, and The Miz, which was good. It did what it needed to do. Baron Corbin won. So those AJ Styles, Baron Corbin in your main event to see who's going to face Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. And surprisingly, AJ Styles won. I thought it was going to be Baron or Drew winning.
By the way, the second Baron Corbin won his triple threat match, huge ratings drop.
Yeah,
The
huge.
second that happened,
it was in the second hour.
The second hour went down 3.3.
Proving the point that Baron Corbin is a ratings killer.
He is. That third hour really did horrible.
We're at the point where we're like, I don't care if he gets heat. Clearly, this shows it's not the right heat. You do not want to push this man.
I can't even say it's X-Pac heat because that's disrespectful to X-Pac.
He's good for mid-card, but don't push no.
Yeah, don't push him over that upper mid-card level and stop putting him in the main event because that's where your show suffers. When people know that Baron Corbin is in your main event, they're not gonna watch it.
And they're gonna do that when they do it with Lars too. So don't even.
We'll get
to Lars in a minute.
Ugly, boring, bald people they just don't draw. I'm sorry.
Lars and he's gonna play at Money in the Bank. We'll get to that in a second, but it's gonna be AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins for the Universal title. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to bring this up. Well, we all thought it was gonna be AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the Universal title. Number one, please stop calling this a dream match, dream feud. That's what you did with Shinsuke versus AJ, and look what happened. It flopped on his fucking head. It flopped.
You did.
Look, it was a dream match in New Japan when they did it at Wrestle Kingdom 10. Yes. That was when it was a dream match.
But my problem is from when the match was announced to Mania, what was really the story? Number one, it was
the quote unquote dream match,
and we don't need that. You don't need that. Tell us the only
time it succeeded, and you can't even really say it succeeded, was with John Cena versus AJ Styles, because after that AJ then turned heel.
Because they gave you a story.
Exactly.
They already doing it on social media, calling this a dream feud, and what I'm saying is, number one, turn AJ heel, because between Seth Rollins and AJ needs the heel turn.
Seth Rollins just won the Universal title. He's like white hot. AJ Styles has been kind of lame as a babyface for the longest time.
The last time AJ Styles was a heel was what, like early
2016. It was
2016, and that was when he was his first run with the WWE title.
It was after his feud with Shane at Mania 31.
Okay.
Oh no, 33. I'm sorry.
Okay, so face AJ Styles, it's
run its course.
It's run its course. Turn him back heel, because that's when he was the most hot. That's when we love AJ Styles. On the main roster.
If anything, AJ Russell's better when he's heel.
He does.
Right.
Even in the ring, he's better.
Dude, I still say one of my favorite WWE matches was AJ versus Cena at SummerSlam.
It was incredible, and the Rumble match too.
The Rumble match was good.
It was so good.
Number two, this will be a good match, but what's going to be the finish? Because you can't have AJ Styles automatically losing here, coming to Raw. And number two, you can't have Seth Rollins automatically losing the belt after just dethroning Brock Lesnar at fucking WrestleMania. So you have to do a fuck finish here. And number three, AJ Styles is still in the motherfucking title picture, but we all complain about Charlotte or the
last time AJ Styles was not in the world title picture was the U.S. title against Kevin Owens.
I'm just saying, we all complain when Charlotte is in the title picture, which she still is. When Roman was in the title picture, and all these other Rondas but we all stay silent when it's fucking AJ Styles. And
come on, Ace, you really can't put Ronda in that conversation because we didn't want Ronda here in the first place.
What I'm just saying is that we all complain when it's Vince's faves, and yes, AJ Styles is Vince's fave. But what I'm saying is, AJ Styles is over push. We have to have that conversation. We have to keep all the same.
The fact, hang on. The fact that you said that AJ is Vince's fave
He
just
is.
threw me.
It's a mind blowing thing.
But think about it, AJ Styles, the guy used to be the face of TNA, is one of Vince's faves.
He is.
Wow.
It literally took him like 7-8 months to win the world title.
He is though.
Like it didn't take him
I
long.
know. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying it's freaking crazy.
I know, that's
because
what
this
I'm
is the
saying.
guy who was the face of TNA.
Right, like just it's uncalled. It'd be like if they brought in Goldberg and they had Goldberg like to face their company. It's like what? Like, because you know how they did Goldberg. It's
Goldberg
SummerSlam.
Right. Yeah. And right. And I like the fact that AJ Styles was booked good. I like the fact that he was booked good. But I'm just saying we have to keep that same energy.
Sorry. I got a better example. Sting. They brought in Sting, and they did, and look what happened.
And look at his WWE title run in 2018. Look what his run has done.
His feud with Nakamura was kind of a flop.
Kind of a flop. Nah, man, that was straight flop.
That was straight flop. The nut shots were fun. The Joe feud had its great moments, but man, like Joe should.
But again, Joe pretty much turned into Bray Wyatt. He talked a big game, but when it came to the match, he came up short.
And then because Dana Bryan didn't want to do Crown Jewel, they had to do another AJ Joe match in which Joe lost again.
And then they finally got the belt off AJ, but they had to turn Bryan heel, which led him to kicking AJ in the nuts.
And Nakamura cries a tear.
I swear, I know Nakamura was like, bro, I was doing this for months and I couldn't get the title.
So I'm just saying, like, keep the same energy when it comes to AJ Styles. Yes, AJ Styles is a phenomenal wrestler. He's good, all that, but he is overpushed.
And I've always said I think the reason why he's being pushed like this is because Vince wants to make up for lost time because Vince has just realized, oh my God, he's incredible. Oh my God, I didn't pick this guy up because I didn't like TNA. Oh God, maybe I am stupid and old and in the way. Wait a minute. No, I'm Vince fucking McMahon. I don't give a damn what these people say about me.
What are you talking about? He's probably had 1,000 moments where he's like, hey, maybe I am an idiot. No, God damn it, I'm Vince McMahon.
It's like, nah, fuck that. I'm Vince McMahon.
So yeah, keep the same energy, hoes. Then we get to Becky Lynch versus Alicia Fox.
I'm gonna let y'all take that. I'm gonna let y'all take that one.
Before we get that, we get to Becky Lynch. She's cutting a promo, and she's referring to what Lacey Evans said last week about quote unquote currying favors towards management to get certain opportunities.
All she did was repeat what she said.
Yeah, and Lacey comes out. She says that she's gonna teach Becky a thing or two of respecting a lady, and then Alicia Fox comes out, and they have a match. The match was
Alicia Fox.
Hang on. Can I just ask? Mm-hmm. Was Alicia Fox drunk when she came out tonight? Came out that night into the match?
Probably.
Let me get to this match. This match was bad. I knew it was gonna be bad when they first announced it on fucking Twitter. Number one, why would you put Alicia Fox, who has not wrestled since probably the Rumble or that one match on Raw when it was Sasha and Bayley versus Alicia and Nikki Cross? She hasn't wrestled since like 3 months ago. Has not been seen in WWE since the incident that got Arn Anderson fired. Yeah, hasn't been on live events. Probably has like a lot of ring rust. Why would you put her in the ring? Period.
Not only period, but you put her in the ring with your women's champion.
With your top babyface, your top.
Basically, you want your division to fail.
And this is not to knock Alicia Fox, because I'm pretty sure Alicia Fox, she can be good. She can be good.
Oh, we know she can. We've seen her, but
it's like the Brie Bella situation, because Brie Bella, she was only working she even said it on her podcast that I listened to. She worked once a week when training coming back late 2018. Once a week, training. So she had ring rust, and that would led to her having botched suicide dives, and then
kicking Liv right in the mouth twice.
And the situation with Liv Morgan, ring rust here. So you're putting Alicia Fox, who probably wasn't training, who wasn't on live events, who hasn't wrestled for 3 months in the ring.
Don't sugarcoat it. Asian was probably drunk.
I'm not gonna say that.
I'll say it.
Well, if they did allow her, if she was drunk and they allowed her to go out there, they need.
Becky should sue. Becky should sue.
But I'm not gonna say that. So they had a bad match, and oh god, this match. And there was one particular spot in the match that caused a lot of turmoil on Twitter. Everyone's blaming Becky. Everyone's blaming Alicia. I think it was more of a miscommunication between the two, that Becky was trying to go for like a tilt-a-whirl into like the disarmer, and Alicia was trying to go to a backbreaker. I just think it was a miscommunication.
I mean, I think most bosses are miscommunication, to be fair.
I just
but you know how Twitter is.
But I do still have a problem when it comes to wrestling Twitter, because y'all will say all this shit. Y'all will pick apart a woman's botch, but y'all won't say anything when it would come into the men botching last week on fucking Raw. Yes,
I did.
I'm talking about that Ricochet botch with the Revival. I'm talking about the AJ Styles botch in the main event. I'm talking about.
I did.
I'm just saying. But yeah, it became like that spot, and then Lacey, she punched Becky while Becky still had the disarmer. And
Hang on, AJ, I hate to interrupt you, but technically she didn't punch Becky. She punched Becky's hair.
Well,
yeah, right in the hair.
Becky
right in the hair.
I'm sorry, I had to bring it up. That was hilarious. I didn't know it, but I saw a GIF and it saw Lacey punching Becky's hair. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, and then Becky, she was just like, huh? And then she just so like late. So I was like, okay.
That was hilarious. Like Becky had this over, and the next thing you know, she just saw her hair moves. Like, wait, what the fuck? Oh shit, Lacey's. Oh shit, she done finished. Oh, gotta sell it. Ah.
It's like, wait, what?
It's like, hang on. It's like, hang on. We gotta run this back. Run this back.
Oh.
And then she punches Becky again, and Becky sold that one very good. And then Becky versus Lacey is confirmed for Money in the Bank for the Raw Women's title. One thing Lacey fucked up was that she said that she was gonna take both belts from Becky. And I was like, no.
That doesn't.
You can only challenge for one.
This is not WrestleMania. This isn't WrestleMania. What are you doing?
Like, it's not winner take all, Lacey. Like, come on, get it together.
So I gotta ask, Asia, who was dumber this week, Charlotte or Lacey?
Lacey.
Are you sure? Because I was about to say Charlotte because her logic was so dumb.
Well, let me get to Charlotte. Charlotte comes out on SmackDown. She's cutting up promos. She says she wasn't pinned, which is true. She wasn't pinned. So she does have a legit gripe for wanting to face Becky for her SmackDown Women's title. She was not pinned. Becky pinned Ronda Rousey. Becky's logic was, I have beaten you so many times on pay-per-view since Hell in a Cell that I already know I can beat you. I just need to know, can I beat Ronda? And she did.
I guess Charlotte has a legitimate gripe, but her gripe kind of gives way from my logic was like, what did you think winner take all meant?
Exactly. That's what Becky said. Winner take all. Like, winner gets both belts.
And also,
exactly. So, to me, that makes Charlotte kind of dumb because your point gets thrown away. Your point kind of becomes moot when I throw the logic in of winner takes all.
Well, I can also say her point is moot when, how many times have you gotten another shot when you have taken the L directly? Because
even if you don't talk about that, still the big monkey wrench in her logic was the concept of winner take all.
Yeah, like Charlotte's logic falls apart because you lost clean at Evolution, and you still came back for a rematch. You lost clean at the Rumble, and you still complained about, like, I get she's a delusional heel and all that stuff, but your logic still falls but that's Charlotte for you. So then Bayley comes out. She's like, oh, it's supposed to be a fresh start, but we still having a rerun of Becky versus Charlotte 9,420. So
like Bayley was like, it's supposed to be new faces, new places. Well, I'm seeing the same old thing over and over again.
Yep. So then Bailey, she's like, well, Becky, you might not be able to count how many times you beat Charlotte, but I can tell you how many times you beaten me. 0. Well, May lost the
Technically,
clarification
Bailey's right.
May
Becky's never
lost
beaten Bailey.
because they
Right.
never faced off on
They
the
never
main
faced
roster.
off on the main roster.
Yeah, but if you go to NXT, I think Becky has beaten Bailey once.
Yeah,
Becky has
no,
beaten
twice.
Bailey.
No, actually,
Bailey has beaten
5
Becky.
and 3. She's 5 and
Yes.
3 if you count live events. She's beaten
Oh, okay then.
Here, tap up. So yeah, no.
Becky's last match on NXT TV was a loss against Bailey.
And if you go to Survivor Series,
Are you sure? Are you sure? I thought it was that fatal four with her, Charlotte, Emma, and Dana Brooke.
I said NXT TV, not NXT tapings.
No, that was a takeover, like the
like the takeover after where they actually recorded before the takeover.
That actually is recorded, but you can say
All right.
All
right.
But the last time Becky and Bailey did have a one-on-one match, Bailey could say like, "I pinned your ass to the mat." So yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
All right.
But yeah. No, I did like the promo though. I like the fire from Bailey. I like the edge she has now. It's really like, if the timing is just right, especially with the Sasha thing, like to see Bailey kind of have more of like a chip on her shoulder is much needed.
She dropped that hugging shit. She left that hugging shit.
Good.
I've been saying Becky. I've been saying Bailey should have left that hugging stuff back in NXT.
This is the Bailey I want to see. Like, this was great, and then we get to the match, and like,
before we get to the match, I do want to say all 3 of them, including Charlotte, were on point in that segment. All 3 of them, because even Becky, she was like, "I want to see you need to move. You're everything that management won't taking me from this well. I want to see new challenges. I want to see the Baileys, the Ember Moons, the Mickey James, but then you keep being in front of me." It's like
and Charlotte keeps saying like, "You're like, my name's always in your mouth." Well, they keep putting your name next to hers because they can't keep you away from her.
Exactly, like Becky's like, "Bro, I've been trying to get away from you. They just keep bringing you back in."
Well, it's like they both have a point, because Becky, she's talking about Charlotte and all that stuff despite always defeating her. Meanwhile, Charlotte is always trying to get at Becky. Meanwhile, Becky beats you on pay-per-view. So they both have a point.
Yeah. It's like with Becky. It's like with Charlotte. Like she's right. Like Becky always talks about her, but Becky's like, that's because I can't get away from you. Like, even when I beat you, I can't get away from you. I beat you how many times out this year? And they still keep bringing you back in.
And I'm just supposed to not say anything? Okay. But yeah, it was a good promo from like all 3 of them, I would say. Like, you could tell the passion was there from all 3 of them. Like when Bailey, I was just how Bailey came in, he's like, no, fuck that shit. Let's do things straight. This is about me.
Yo, let's be real. Bailey got sick of Charlotte's shit real quick.
Oh, jeez. And Becky's face when like Bailey like got in her face, like, she was just like, oh shit.
It's like, and Becky was like, oh, look at this. Benedict got on some balls all of a sudden.
So, yeah, and then we get to the match, Bailey versus Charlotte. I feel like this was one of the best matches since the NXT days.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, the match was real good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That sunset flip into like the turnbuckle, I feel like that should be like the setup for the her elbow.
Yes, that was the same thing I thought. I legit though, when she did it, I thought that was going to be the setup for the elbow drop.
It would have made sense. She would have been in perfect position. But, hey, it's all coming together for Bailey. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll see it later, and then she'll do the elbow. So. It's all a work in progress, but yeah, just Charlotte was actually using in-ring psychology. So proud of her, working on the leg throughout the whole match, even though she beat her with a spear. But whatever.
It's almost like she's learning.
I don't want to go that far, but it was a really good match. Like when Charlotte wants to go, she's great. And
yeah, this might be one of Charlotte's best SmackDown matches.
Yeah, TV matches. Yeah.
TV matches.
Definitely.
She really don't have good TV matches.
She rarely tries on TV.
Yeah, she don't try on TV that much.
Because I feel like part of it is because who she faces. Like she was facing Billy Kay's and the Lana's and the Peyton Royces.
I've seen her have some bad matches.
And Asia, we will get to Billy and Peyton in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But then you see her sticking up a joint with Sonya Deville and Sarah Logan though, and it's like,
oh yeah.
Let's not forget.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hey man, at least Sonya and Sarah tried.
Exactly, yeah. They're good. But yeah, so after this, what did we get? I think it was,
well, we could go back to Raw and talk about the Bray Wyatt thing.
Oh, we want to talk about it now?
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Talk about that.
So, guys, the last time we saw Bray Wyatt before this,
he was banging JoJo.
Well, yes, but I want to say,
wasn't it when he dropped the tag titles to, like, him and Matt dropped the tag titles?
I think so, and they dropped it to.
It was because they dropped. I believe they dropped the tags because Matt was talking about retiring. So they dropped the tag titles to the B team, and after that, we ain't see Bray. Yeah, after that, we ain't see Bray no more.
He stayed long enough to put over his cousin, and then he just left.
No, Bo was his brother.
Oh, brother, yeah, sorry. To put over his brother, and then we hadn't seen it. Like, we thought he was going to come back maybe for WrestleMania, maybe for the Rumble, and we finally got these vignettes, and I was just groaning because it looked like the same old shit. It was just like, oh, here's the creepy background, here's the smoke, here's the thing talking in a weird voice, and I'm sure it will mean literally nothing once he comes back, as per usual. And then we got this week.
Well, I mean, we saw a picture of Bray on Twitter, and he looked slimmed down. Like, he looked
almost.
Yo, Bray is looking jacked out here.
Damn, like, I couldn't really tell much from the segment we saw, but like when you look at that one picture, like he's right. Like, it was kind of like how Kevin Owens was before he came back, but then he kind of gained the weight back again. Because at one point, remember, I
don't think he's gained all of it back.
Okay, he gained a lot of it back, but not all of it, because I've seen Kevin Owens at his worst. But yeah, no, it's not good. But yeah, like it looks like Bray is, because this was the picture that was taken was like maybe like a day before the vignette was aired, so like he's still looking in pretty good shape. But yeah, we get to this week. We're thinking, we're probably gonna get another vignette, or maybe he'll return. Then we just see an intro for Firefly Funhouse, and it's this nameplate, this title screen, and here's the thing, I heard about this and then I watched it, but I can only imagine, like, how were you guys' reaction when first watching this, when you first saw that?
I absolutely hated it.
Oh yes, okay.
I will not lie, I hated it.
Okay, well, let's get to the negative first. Jarvarus, talk about why you hated it.
I don't know why I hated it. I just watched this like, seriously, mother of God, what the fuck is the Bray Wyatt? What the fuck? They've murdered you. Why? Why have they done this to you? Who did you upset? No, why has this old man done this again? But then, about like a couple days later, I'll begin
Right.
I can't even tell you why I hated it anymore.
Because when I first watched it, I was like, what the fuck shit is this? And why? Like, at first I thought it was a commercial. That's what I initially thought. I thought it was a commercial for something on the network, some shit like that. But no, it was still on Raw, and it's like,
yeah, then you got Bray coming out here like freaking Mr. Rogers and shit. Like, I'm talking red sweater and everything.
Like, I'll explain it. It's like how we first initially watched like the Broken Match shit back in like 2016.
Oh yeah, because everyone hated it at first. They thought it was the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, and then it became the best thing ever, and it was like it exploded. So number one, this is different. This is something Bray needed. Like, he needed a change to his character. We were tired of Bray saying the same spooky shit. He comes out, he makes
and never being able to back it up.
and not backing it up, and he loses, and just like we're tired of it. We all thought he was going to be the next Undertaker, and if anything, he became the reverse Undertaker, taking a L.
And I can tell you the reason why, because Vince thought he was that way like the Undertaker, where no matter how many times he lost, he could still be that legitimate threat when you put him in a feud with somebody.
Go back to the original Undertaker. How long did it take for Undertaker to actually start losing on regularity?
When he first debuted, the man was undefeated for about a year.
Exactly, and then even after he was undefeated, he wouldn't lose much at all. Very rarely.
I believe in his first year, in a few months in, he beat Hogan for the world title.
Yeah, and he lost to Hogan in the rematch, but that was his first loss, and that was over a year later after his debut.
So we have Bray who comes in. He's all happy. He all smiles. You see this that puppet that was in like the dark, like the segments, and then you see this the sock, and it's like they both have names, and I think
I'll give you the names: Pepe the Witch and Mercy the Buzzard.
Okay.
And when you look at the title, when you look on the title screen, you notice it's those two, and then there's also a rabbit.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's gonna be.
So
I'm thinking the rabbit is like the person targets ever puts his hand to his ear.
So you have that. You have Bray, who eventually, when he raised up his hands, he have these gloves. One says heal, the other one says I believe it was help.
Yeah,
hurt. I think it was hurt. Like heal hurt.
It's like it's a dual personality.
Okay, so you have that. Then Bray, he's talking about who he was before, but he has been a quote unquote changed man. And
Bray Wyatt said we went from follow the buzzards and I am the eater of worlds to Yowie Wowie.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
And then he takes a chainsaw and cuts up like a cardboard of himself, of his former self.
The old Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, the old Bray Wyatt, and just cuts it up.
Because he's made sure that he will never become that horrible slob loser ever again.
Which I think it's all bullshit, because this is going to lead to a scarier version of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, yeah, we may not see him no more. We're just gonna get something a lot worse.
Yep.
I'm
gonna say this in kayfabe. Bray Wyatt had been the same since Matt Hardy threw him in the lake of reincarnation.
Well.
If anything, when he threw him into the freaking lake, he might have gotten rid of what good that was left in Bray Wyatt. Now we got this. Now we got the true evil of Bray Wyatt coming out.
It's a bad man in sheep's clothing. He's acting like he's good. He's acting like he's a changed man and all that shit. But in actuality, he's going to be more sinister.
He's worse than what he was before.
He's going to be more sinister. He's going to be more crazy, more scary. And I don't think we're ready. I don't think we're because the video has gotten over 2 million views.
Yeah.
Last time I checked.
Yep. And I'll make a little comparison to an anime. This is exactly the same thing that happened with Majin Buu. The minute they got rid of the fat Buu after Super Buu absorbed him, what did he turn into? Kid Buu. The worst part of him. I'm talking to Buu that immediately he made you know that he was the worst one when he blew the freaking planet up.
It's like when I have a way worse. Remember when Black Rain was in TNA? He said this was his darkest version of Gold Dust.
Oh Lord, let's not talk about that.
Okay, never mind. That's the only comparison I have. As long as it's not Black Rain, I think this will be at least somewhat of a success for Bray Wyatt. We got scarier version.
Even if you give him a Black Rain character, I think Bray Wyatt can make it work.
Definitely.
I think these segments should stay on Raw. This is a Raw thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let him be on Raw. I kind of wanted him to be on SmackDown to see if they would go as far as to have him turn Kofi's kid against him, like they did with Raven and Sandman. But I'm like, nah, sponsors wouldn't go for that
You need
mess.
to use that time for your talent.
No.
You only have 2 hours on the show. You need to use that time for like your SmackDown talent.
Yeah. And number two, SmackDown's going to Fox, and I don't think Fox want that type of stuff.
They want the athletic. They want the.
Yeah, they just want the strictly. They just want the wrestling like it used to be back when they originally had the brand split.
Yeah. So, yeah, I love this Bray Wyatt. I can't wait to see what they do. And yeah,
I just pray they don't mess it up.
I mean, we can hope they don't. But yeah, from what we see now, let's give this a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance, but like I said, I'm praying they don't bungle this.
It's the wait and see kind of thing. Like it could be the best thing ever, but it could be like a black mark in his career. What?
Yeah, like one bad decision could bungle this entire thing.
Because apparently, don't they say apparently some of their sponsors didn't like the Bray Wyatt thing.
Yeah, but like I was seeing on some of my wrestling groups on Facebook saying like I think from I forgot the name of the site, but they were saying like some of the sponsors and some of the shareholders didn't like it. Like they were trying to pressure Vince to kind of cut it to stop to cut the character already.
Yeah.
Okay. I just find that kind of bullshit if that is true, because that segment is probably right now on YouTube for WWE this week. One of the highest segments, probably has 2. It's like it's gotten y'all attention. Like immediately, Bray was trending after that segment aired.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
he was trending during the main event with Baron Corbin. They literally showed it on the screen. Number one trend in the United States, Bray Wyatt.
It's not like PG. It's not. I mean, it's PG friendly. Like face value, you can show that to kids, and kids will like it. It's no nudity. It's no like. I don't see how that can offend sponsors if that is true. Because going by face value, if you see that it's colorful, you have a man who's being friendly and all. Like unless you want to count him cutting up himself, his former self. Maybe you wouldn't say that.
That's what I think they were probably bitching about because of the whole thing he did with the chainsaw.
Okay, but even then, there's no blood, there's no nothing. So
exactly, it was just him cutting cardboard.
Cutting cardboard.
So
and like think about it. So they're probably like, we don't want children seeing this because they can do that to each other. It's like I was just like, how the hell was a child going to be able to pick up a chainsaw?
And maybe he cut his own finger off just by accident, but other than that.
Yeah, well, I like the Bray thing. Hopefully they continue it. Hopefully it leads to bigger and better things for Bray.
If this is a heel thing, dude, have him go after Seth at SummerSlam.
So yeah, then we get to the Iconics. I gotta get to them.
Feel free.
So the Iconics, they have been on a 2-0-2 losing streak since their quote unquote squash match against the Brooklyn Bells, the SmackDown after Mania, from winning the women's tag titles at WrestleMania, right? Okay,
yep.
So they get to this week, this episode on Raw. Billie Kay faced Naomi, and she loses to Naomi clean in like 2 minutes. Everyone's complaining. Everyone's saying they deserve better. It should have been a long. I would only say it should have been a longer match for Naomi alone. Naomi, who is one of the most athletic females on that women's division, on the main roster. I would say only Naomi should be getting longer matches and better storylines and better treatment. But Peyton, Billie. No, okay, I'll dive into that.
I'm gonna be real. Those girls put me to sleep regardless. I don't need them to have longer matches.
Was 2 or 3 minutes.
So Naomi should only be the one getting longer matches if we're talking about between Billie and Naomi. Naomi's actually good in the ring. Naomi, she's charismatic. Naomi, she has this athletic move set that makes you want to watch, feel the glow, everything. Like she has everything to be a top female on that Raw Women's division.
And she has had that for the past 3 years.
I would say she should be getting longer matches. She can actually deliver in those longer matches. So that alone. Number 2, Billie Kay, when she was quote unquote selling Naomi's moves, the ones that Naomi was able to do in those 2 minutes. Y'all can keep saying it's comedy. That shit ain't it. That selling ain't it. No man.
Asia, I gotta keep saying, if you want good comedy wrestling, yo, look at my boy Toriano.
That ain't comedy. That's just bad selling overall. Number 2.
It is, because here's the thing. Even when Toriano does a comedy wrestler, even without it, he's still a good wrestler.
If you want comedy selling, look at Alicia Fox. Look at her. She does that right. She does comedy selling right. That's comedy selling. But
what they doing, I don't know what that is.
But y'all just want to keep defending the Iconics, and I'm just gonna have to put my foot down and just say that that's bullshit. But y'all keep saying that they deserve longer matches. They shouldn't keep losing. Okay, well, we get to SmackDown. It
was also SmackDown.
Peyton, Billy, they cut another, number one, they cut a dry promo on Raw. Then they cut another dry promo on SmackDown. Aren't their biggest, like...
Asia, did you see my Twitter rant? Did you see my rant on Twitter when they did that promo on SmackDown?
No, I did not. Because I was just watching everyone just throw a fit about how they deserve better.
Basically, all I said, every time I've seen, like, for the past couple months, every time I see Billy and Peyton on my TV, I get very...
So...
I don't know why, but I just do.
So they cut a dry promo on Raw. They cut a dry promo on SmackDown. And Peyton is about to face Kyrie. And again, Kyrie beats Peyton. So, and it's another case in which everyone's saying they should have they should not have longer matches, because you know why? They're jobbers. That's their role. That was always going to be their role. It's not going to change because they're tag champions.
If anything, it's devaluing the championship by every day they hold the belt.
Everyone's saying that the Icons deserve better. No, those tag titles deserve better. They should.
Those tag titles do not deserve this.
No,
Vince McMahon
the buzz. Okay, so it's like no, guys. The Iconics, that's their role. That's always going to be their role. And you should not just book the Iconics better just because they're tag champions. I feel bad for those tag titles because those tag titles just debuted. And they're already on the team that people thought that the booking of the Iconics was going to change just because they won the belts when they was losing all the way to fucking WrestleMania. They were losing all the fucking time till they got to Mania, and they finally won those belts, and they still losing. All that came down to when they won at Mania was that Vince changed his mind. He does not believe in the Iconics. He just changed his mind and just put the belts on them for a fucking whim. But that does not mean he was going to book them stronger. And everyone's saying that they deserve better when actually, let's be real, no they don't. They do not deserve better. No they don't. Those tag titles deserve better. Because they just debuted and they need prestige.
Let's be real. Let's be real, Asia. Those tag titles are the real victims here.
And them losing is a further showcase of what their reign is gonna be. Transitional title reign. That's it. So what's the point of building them up and making them win if they're gonna have a short title reign? And yes, y'all might bring up Sasha and Bayley and the fact they had a short title reign, but they were supposed to have a long title reign until Vince changed his fucking mind. That's all that comes down to.
Because he's old.
That's all that comes down to. So, and not only that, putting the belts on the Iconics when they can't even go in the ring is bad enough. So everyone's gonna keep complaining, say that the Iconics deserve better. They need to be glad enough that they're actually on TV having matches, and not in catering like how Asuka was when she was the SmackDown Women's Champion. Be glad they're not in catering. Meanwhile, you barely see any team that is available that is actually still together challenging the Iconics on fucking Twitter. Because there's barely any buzz on these fucking belts ever since they won the belts. Like, is there any team that you can recall besides probably the Bella Twins and besides Sasha and Bayley when they were around and not split up. That wants to face the Iconics. They think the Iconics are the best thing. Are the Iconics even over?
Did
Oh,
you
I
hear
guess that was for you.
Did you hear the crowd during that promo?
They were over at Mania and maybe the night out and maybe the SmackDown after Mania.
That
after
crowd,
that,
No, they weren't.
That dude,
They
that
were
crowd,
on the SmackDown after.
no, the crowd tonight just it seemed like they didn't even know what to do during the promo. They're just like what
like
are
only
they
like,
talking? Like, some overhydrate? What?
like when they did that post for Iconic, like on SmackDown, like only probably like a few people were doing it.
It's the only thing they have that's like recognizable. Like that's like that. But whenever they talk about anything else, they're just like okay.
And then we get to the segment they had like after SmackDown when like the whole Peyton was overhydrated, and I'm like, so you having a like I get it, the comedy, all that stuff, I get that, but your tag
And no, like I'm sorry to interrupt, Age, but like Billy had posted like 2 days ago, like overhydrating. It's serious, guys. Meanwhile, I quote is like overhydrating, aka your friend drank too much water and is now about to piss herself.
So these tag titles are reduced to segments in which these tag titles are brand new, and I'm saying they're reduced to segments of competitors having a hard time going to the bathroom.
You're women's tag team champions, everyone.
Like if it was Peyton and Billy not as champions, fine, I wouldn't care, fine. And by the way, I did not laugh. Like I usually can laugh, but I did not laugh to any segment involving the Iconics this week. But the fact that these tag titles are involved is the problem. And everyone think that the Iconics need to be booked better just because no, the
titles need to be booked better.
No, have Asuka and Kairi take the belts off of these two, and let Asuka and Kairi have a 6 or 5 month run with these belts, because we need to, number one, start having transitional title reigns. Number two, have some good matches under these belts. We need that. And Iconics cannot give us that. And everyone wants to clap hands and want to praise these two. Y'all need to stop praising mediocrity. They're not good, period. They may have some charisma. I don't even know what their characters are. What are their characters? What is it? 2 Australian girls just making fun of this one and that one?
Yes.
Bitch, that's no ma'am. No ma'am. They yell. Oh no, you gotta be joking me. I don't. That's them. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. Don't even get me started on the fact that Ronda Rousey surpassed y'all two in the fucking ring in 1 year's time.
That is sad.
That's fucking sad. And we all give Ronda shit, but we barely comfort her in ring work, but she actually improved and actually was a good wrestler within that 1 year's time. The fact that you let a homegrown talent and fucking Ronda Rousey surpass y'all two when y'all have 10 years of fucking experience is fucking sad. That's sad. That's weak. Oh my God. And people want to cry saying they deserve better. Bitch, sit the fuck down. Be glad they on TV. That's my fucking rant of the day when it comes to
like
moving.
My thing with it was, y'all weren't this bad when y'all were in Shimmer. What happened?
They regressed. And everyone keeps trying to bring up their Shimmer days. 10 fucking years ago. Clearly, they fucking regressed.
Hey guys, hey guys. Kurt Angle in 2003 was the best wrestler ever. So, by all means, in 2009, he must be the best wrestler ever, apparently.
You cannot say that just because they were good in Shimmer and Star and all this other shit that they're still gonna be good wrestlers 10 years fucking later. That's not how that.
Like you'll say that. I'll always ask you, well, what the fuck is this now?
It's like, I don't get why Nakamura is not doing great on the main roster. He was so great in New Japan. Yeah, he was great in New Japan.
He's complacent. And here's my biggest problem. There's no excuse for why the Iconics are still shit, because you went through the Indies, you went through NXT, performance center and you're still shit. But yet everyone wants to say that they're good because okay, they can have personality, but you can still admit that they're shit. You can say that you like them for their personality, but they're still shit. Period.
Yeah, I say my only. No, as you
No
go
one
ahead, and
wants
then
to
I'll
have
make my
that
point.
conversation. No one wants to have that conversation when it comes to icons. But yeah, y'all like come the fuck on. Have that same energy. I know some women in the past, like Divas era, that was actually better in ring, and they didn't have the certain tools and the certain privileges to be better like the icons do now. They didn't have a performance center. They didn't have an NXT. They just had to learn on their own and get better like throughout the years. And main example are the Bella Twins. But everyone dragged the Bella Twins so fucking hard. But yet they're actually good wrestlers. I'm just saying, bitch. And y'all want me to cry 2 tears for the Iconics? Fuck no. And to the long times, like they should have longer matches. Y'all think them having longer matches is gonna make them look good in the ring? No, it's gonna.
If anything, it's gonna make them look worse.
It's gonna expose them for shit that they are. But then if y'all see that shit, y'all will blame it on the opponents. Like y'all would try to blame it on Naomi. Y'all would try to blame it on a Sasha Banks, like y'all was blaming it on Sasha Banks that one time. Like y'all were blaming it on Sasha and Bayley for why that one match they had on SmackDown was kind of shitty.
We'll find any excuses
but I need to feel sorry for the Icons just because they're tag champions and they losing all the fucking time. Bitch, they're B team level. But yeah,
speaking of B team, they're on SmackDown now.
Why?
I'm supposed to feel sorry for these two, bitch. I will not.
Why are the B team still a team?
I will not feel sorry for the Iconics. I feel bad for those tag titles, and until those tag titles are off the Iconics, woo!
Like I told you, Asia, the tag titles are the real victims here.
It is because let's be real. Well,
Let's be real. Let's be real. Vince McMahon never wanted those fucking belts. So now
I told y'all last week. He only made those a thing to shut Sasha and Bayley up.
And now that Sasha's gone, then he's like, fuck these belts.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Iconics. I'm just gonna keep laughing every time they lose because I don't like y'all not improving. Y'all not stepping it up in the ring. Like, are they having house show matches in which we hear at house show events? They're having great matches. Are we?
If anything, they've gotten lazier.
It has to be complacency.
They've had, yeah, because they've had all of these. They've had NXT, they've had the Indies, and they've regressed.
Like, it has to be complacent. It can't be nothing else but complacency.
And I also have to give that to Nakamura too. He's complacent too. Nakamura's my boy, but he's been hella complacent since he debuted on the main roster.
We saw we saw that match with Kofi.
The Iconics winning and then people were like, they're a real team, so they should have won. Okay, bitch. Let me get to that fucking stupid ass excuse. A New Day. If we're saying like a new team, a real team, by they were together since they were friends in high school and all that shit, and they were a team since they debuted and all that.
I'm sorry, but that don't mean a damn thing to me.
That don't mean a damn thing. As long as you have y'all wasn't saying that shit when Alistair and Ricochet won the Dusty Tag title.
Oh yes, they were. Asia, I had to interrupt you. They were.
That's why
you just didn't hear it. They were talking about it.
I've been making fun of them the whole time because everyone's been talking about it. I don't know where. Yeah, people have been.
Yeah, they were making fun of. Like you didn't see the tweet where I quoted somebody saying that why Alistair Ricochet winning the Dusty Classic, they're not even a zero tag team, and I quoted and said, yeah, but did you have a problem with Finn and Joe winning and they won a tag team?
Yeah, exactly. That's the dumbest ass fucking logic because Sheamus and Cesaro, they're not a quote unquote real team, but yet they won multiple tag titles and we like them as a fucking team.
Edge and Christian were not a real team. Christian debuted after Edge debuted 5 months earlier.
The New Day. The New Day.
Thank you,
bro. If we want to get even deeper, technically, Undisputed Era isn't really a real team.
They're not.
Like Roddy and Kyle, they weren't a real team. The real team.
If we get to the Elimination Chamber, most of those fucking teams were not a real team. If we're going by that fucking logic, Sasha and Bailey wasn't a quote unquote real team. If we're going by that logic,
the Miz and John Morrison.
Riot Squad wasn't a quote unquote real team. Absolution, Nia and Tamina, including the Iconics, they weren't a quote unquote real team if you're going by logic through NXT, because they did not debut as a team in NXT.
Yeah, they didn't become a team until about like a year or two later.
They're mostly known in the Indies as being rivals.
Exactly.
And again, who were also known for being rivals before teaming up? Sasha Banks and Bailey.
The only quote-unquote real team that you can claim that has some form of like in that women's tag division, if they do come back, it's the Bella Twins. That's the only quote-unquote real team you can claim. But even then, it's not about whether you're a quote-unquote real team. It depends on, do you have tag team chemistry? And the Iconics do not have tag team chemistry in the ring. They have chemistry as being friends. That's all it comes down to. But people in the Iconic fan base, it's like, come the fuck on. Their winning was a participation trophy. And I'm supposed to feel bad for them for the fact that they're losing. Bitch, No.
If anyone's complaining that Peyton Royce lost to Kairi Sane, of all people, who was one of the best talents in the world. Kairi Sane, for God's sake.
Kyrie freaking Hojo of all women.
One of the best women's wrestlers in the world who debuted after 5 years after the Iconics in wrestling. She came into wrestling in 2012. The Iconics came into wrestling in 2007.
Kairi Sane, who just debuted on the main roster, but yeah, I'm supposed to feel sorry for a Peyton. That's the role. That's the role. The Iconics gonna be jobbers. That's the role. Regardless if they're tag champions.
How? Let me see. How have the Iconics been fucking this bad? Yet they've debuted fucking 12 years ago.
But no, Cliff, no. Because if Peyton beat Kairi, everyone would have been saying that Kairi already is buried on the fucking main roster.
Exactly. And they should.
Especially if it's a jobber who's been losing all her fucking main roster career, beating a fresh talent in Kairi Sane. That would have made no fucking sense. Exactly. And everyone would complain that Kairi was fucking buried. But yeah, I'm supposed to feel sad for the Iconics. No, the fuck I don't. No, I don't. That's my fucking rant on the Iconics. Fuck them. I feel bad for those tag titles, not them.
Those tag team titles are the real victims.
They are the real victims.
Here are my thoughts on the Iconics. That's it. That's my thoughts on the Iconics. Not more thoughts. Okay, next.
I honestly don't have an opinion on them.
I have no opinion. I just, they exist and they're bad, and that's about it.
I told y'all months ago about those two. I told y'all like early this year about those fucking two. And again, y'all, it took y'all a slow while to get there. I told y'all.
Look. I'll admit it took me a little bit. I'll admit it.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for those two. No, the fuck I don't. Step your pussy together in the fucking ring, and maybe I will give you a chance. I don't feel bad for mediocrity.
But overhydration.
I don't.
If anything, I get more angry when you're mediocre and you're getting things that you don't deserve.
They don't. No, just because you were friends since you were 14 and y'all went to high school and all that fucking shit, that does not mean that don't validate you fucking winning. You putting hard work. You having good matches. You actually captivating the fucking crowd and actually learn how to get fucking over. That's validates you winning, and you should win.
Selling merch.
So hang on, Age. I got a question. If you go by that logic, if we're supposed to validate them being friends, validates them being tag team champions, then what? Then does that say the same thing for Goto and Shibata when they won the tag titles back in Wrestle Kingdom 9? Because they were friends since high school.
So does that? High school. Anyone who was friends at high school, I guess, can win a title. I can win my title with like fucking Andy on the tennis team. I
just thought Goto and Shibata beat Gallows and Anderson because they were two incredible singles wrestlers that come together to make a great tag team.
Come on.
I'm just gonna keep laughing every time they lose now. I'm just gonna keep laughing. It's what they deserve. That's what they deserve. They don't deserve these tag belts. They deserve to keep losing because they're jobbers. That's their role, and that's what always gonna be their role.
Now, for now on, whenever there's an Iconics match, I'm gonna put on my stopwatch to see how long it's gonna go.
So yeah, just take the belts off of them at Money in the Bank, and build this tag team division, because as of right now, the tag team division is on a slippery slope downward spiral.
So who'd you give them to?
So yeah, that's my rank.
So wait, did you hear me? Who would you give them to?
Oscar and Kyrie.
Yeah, just give them to Oscar and Kyrie at this point.
Yeah, have them run with it for a while. Give them at least like 4 months or so, 4 or 5 months. I'd say, like, cause I mean, you can bring teams back up from NXT afterwards, or if the Bellas want to come back.
The Bellas or Trish and Lita, they're already teasing something between Candice and Casey as a tag team.
It should be Lacey and Casey because they were doing this better.
Just build your teams up. You gotta build them up. Belt and Natalia, just establish these teams, make them credible, so we can make these tag belts credible, so these tag belts don't be gone within 2 years' time. So yeah, that's just my rant. That's everything. Fuck the Iconics. I don't feel bad for them. I feel bad for these women's tag titles. Okay. That was everything on Raw. And SmackDown, we had Finn Balor versus Amos, because Amos, he got moved back to SmackDown.
And everybody was so convinced it was because of Charlotte that she wanted a man's back on Raw. No, it's because SmackDown wanted a Latino representation.
It could be that, but I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then you could have moved Ray also.
But I'm thinking Ray's too old. Ray's too old at this point.
Ray's too old, yes, but yet he's like moving like he's fucking 20. And
I keep forgetting about the stem cells.
And the fact that he can speak Spanish. He's fun. He's like fluent and all that stuff when speaking. And number two, I do think it's part of it is that they want to keep couples together during the shakeup. Like Alistair and Zelina, they're on the same brand. Charlotte and
I'm still mad about that, by the way. I'm still mad that they broke up Black Flight.
With what they're going to be doing with Alistair, it looks like I'm fine.
I'm glad they broke it. I think they.
I would have preferred like an Alistair Black heel turn on Ricochet, and you have maybe like a feud like that. But honestly, with what I think they're going to be doing with Alistair, I think this is great.
I'm glad they broke him up because Alistair, he should be on SmackDown.
I mean, the promo he cut on SmackDown. Let's fucking talk about it. Like this was a very different, like very in-depth promo on Alistair, and I think I got a lot of like mixed emotions like out of it, or like mixed like it could have been so many things. Like there was a quote about like how the persona should not garner as much like judgmental reactions, but it does. Basically, like his gimmick being like Satanism, like people being judgmental, obviously, and shit like that. So maybe they might be getting some more more character progression based on that, which would be great. Like he was just, it was a very like, I don't want to say breaking kayfabe, but like he was talking about the character and persona and like how they're different things, and it's just like you haven't seen like what this character persona can do just yet. Like,
all I want to say is that if you listen to one line specifically in that promo, it gives you a clue on what he will do on SmackDown.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Release your inner demon.
Yep.
So basically, he may be going after Finn. He may be going after the demon. And I'll be honest. I would not mind if he was the first man to beat the demon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, the demon is undefeated on the main roster.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I would say is that Finn Balor just won the IC title. But hey.
Right.
And
speaking of Alistair, we have a graphic that was posted on fucking Twitter of 7 men that, yes, 7, not 8, 7.
Not 6, not 8, 7.
Really? They gave an odd number?
They gave an odd number
weird.
for what we're seeing.
That is weird.
I don't know what they do.
4 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown.
That's dumb.
Men that are going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and it's the following. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear it, just mute us right now.
All two of you watching that are not in the chat.
3, 2, 1. Drew McIntyre, Cesaro.
Yay.
Rey Mysterio.
Yay.
Ricochet.
Woo.
Aleister Black.
Yes.
Andrade Cien Almas.
Double yes.
And the shitty one, Lawson.
Fuck off.
Now, see, Asia, I told you that I kind of wish it was Brian, but then you reminded me of the whole issues that Brian has, especially if they try have him going in there with ladders. To that, I would say, just let him have like an Alexa Bliss type of role. Don't let's not have him not do anything. Have him do stuff, but just don't have him do anything with ladders.
Yeah, but then everyone's gonna expect him to do stuff in that match. So it's like you might as well.
You don't want to like raise those expectations up when you don't need to.
So you might as well just not have him in the match. Period.
Yeah. But like if they would, I would be like if you ladder matches where you have that one wrestler who would always be the first one to throw the ladders away, who would try their best to keep ladders out of the match. I would have Brian be in that role.
Right.
Like don't have Brian do anything with the ladders unless he has no other choice.
He takes out the ladder for bitches. Ah, my finger.
But yeah, I don't even think Brian's gonna make it to Money in the Bank at this point.
It's very hush on the Daniel Bryan situation because
the fact that it is so hush hush, that's what makes me think it's the next thing.
Because Daniel Bryan, he was supposed to be in a dark match or a dark segment after SmackDown, and he was either late or he didn't even arrive to SmackDown. So it's like
I think he didn't show up.
Polly didn't show up. So it's scary. Whatever. And the fact that they're keeping quiet on it, the fact that we haven't heard anything, like the details of the situation since WrestleMania, since the match he had with Kofi, he has not wrestled, even on live events, he has not wrestled since Mania. So
Brian has not been seen since he put Kofi over.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what makes me think it's a neck thing.
Because I would think if he was going to be injured, I would think, oh, he's probably banged up. But the fact that it's so hush on it makes me think it's more than that. And I'm just scared. I really hope it's not concussion. I really hope it's not neck injury.
Yeah, man, because dude, we just lost Ciampa due to neck injuries, man. We don't need to lose Brian too.
So, damn, that's fucked up. And then that leads to what happened in the main event, because apparently the reason why they did turn Kevin Owens heel, according to
Just
Dave
because
Meltzer,
because of Brian's injuries.
We need to take what Dave Meltzer said with a grain of salt, but apparently the reason why they turned Kevin Owens heel is because Daniel Bryan was originally supposed to get his rematch against Kofi Kingston at Money in the Bank.
Yep.
But he's injured, he's out, and they turned Kevin Owens heel after he just had this somewhat good face run. And he was
I enjoyed it.
I thoroughly enjoyed Kevin Owens as a face, honestly.
I enjoyed it, but yeah, now it's gonna be Kevin Owens versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE title at Money in the Bank, and I find this kind of like a reverse of the situation he had going to Mania, because originally it was supposed to be Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens for the WWE title at Mania.
Yeah,
but yet
but then the Kofi Mania thing just took off and drew legs.
And Kevin Owens, he didn't have a match at Mania. He was left off the show, just all that stuff. And now
they didn't even put him in the armbar. That's messed up.
And now Daniel Bryan, he's hurt, and now they turn Kevin Owens heel, and now he's getting the opportunity against Kofi Kingston, Kofi Mania, taking his spot at WrestleMania for the WWE title. I just find that kind of weird, it's like because Kofi Mania took his spot at WrestleMania. Kofi Mania is what took Kevin Owens away at WrestleMania. So,
yeah, yep.
So
and again, Asia, I have to keep saying it. None of this would have happened if Mustafa never got hurt.
No, none of it. No. None of that would have happened if it wasn't for Mustafa.
Mustafa out here making the sacrifices for the greater good.
So, yeah. And then we had Roman Reigns. He opened the show, actually. But no, it was actually Shane. He opened the show. And everyone immediately was like, oh, they're doing Roman versus the Authority.
No, I actually love this. I love this. Why? Because Shane McMahon coming out here every week talking about he's the best in the world, and now Roman Reigns is like, really? Really? You may be the best in the world, but see, I'm the big dog. I'm the face of the company. And we know your daddy loves me a lot more than he loves you. So who you really think is going over?
It's not Roman versus the Authority. It's okay. Shane, he was like, how could you attack someone's father? Meanwhile, you were attacking the Miz's father.
Exactly, like you a hypocrite, fam. How you gonna talk about Roman beating up on your pops when you beat up on Miz's pops?
I mean, that had to have been intentional, right? Like, that had to have been intentional, right? Like,
that was intentional. That was like Shane. He's being a hypocrite because, of course, heels are going to be hypocrites.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then it's not Authority versus Roman. It's Shane versus Roman, because Shane is doing this to further along please his fucking father, because that was the main story, going to Miz and Shane being a tag team. Again,
which is never going to work. By the way,
Shane McMahon so far has just been daddy issues. That's basically going to.
I just like to point out John Cena and Shane McMahon's birthdays. Vince McMahon tweeted from his Twitter account, "Happy birthday, John Cena, the Babe Ruth of WWE," and how much he loves Cena. And then he was just like, "Happy birthday, Shane."
Happy birthday.
It's like, damn, man, you must really hate your son.
So let me do it. One tweet is like, "Happy birthday to John Cena, one of the greatest of all time. Also, loyalty, respect, and love." And then Dave was like, "Happy birthday, Shane."
Like, because you have to think, Shane winning at Mania, he wanted to win to further prove, like, him being best in the world, him winning at fucking WrestleMania, and finally him defending his father's honor against Roman Reigns, who disrespected him a week ago. He wants to get his father's respect, like, all these fucking years. He wants to get his father's respect and like, finally his father owned him as his son.
I'm sorry, but if it hasn't happened by now, I mean, it just ain't gonna happen, man. You might as well just give up on that.
So then Roman Reigns...
Because I'm sorry, but there is no way in hell Shane McMahon is gonna beat Roman Reigns.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it will be a good match. Yeah, but yeah, he's not gonna beat Roman Reigns. Yeah.
It's going to be a good match, and it's going to be absolutely freaking hilarious.
So, and then Roman comes out. He speaks nothing. I was like, yeah, Roman, don't say nothing. Just beat his ass.
The only thing that's
Already making better improvements than the first time they pushed him. Because every time they have Roman saying the corniest shit, now Roman's just like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to just hit you in the mouth.
Okay, all I'm going to say, the reason why I'm scared of this match, remember the last time Roman and Shane were in the same ring, right?
Ooh!
Yeah, that was scary.
But see, here's the caveat. Shane was in the air when that happened.
That was scary.
I don't think they should do that spot again.
Never again.
Never again. That was so. Yeah, like if everyone doesn't remember, SummerSlam 2016. He did the coast to coast, spirit in midair, and it was like
damn near murdered the man in front of his kids.
And like his head, like something that you could tell went wrong with it. I think either Roman was early or like too late. I forgot.
Wasn't Shane concussed after that spot?
Yeah, that's what I
mean. He got concussed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he got concussed. That's why I'm saying don't do that spot again.
It was so bad that Orton literally had to break character, go over there to his kids, like, hey, man, your dad's going to be all right.
Like, even the pin was weird because it was like his shoulder wasn't really up, I don't think, or his shoulders weren't really down because he couldn't really get them down because he was unconscious.
I think it was scheduled for Shane to kick out. He just didn't because he got knocked out.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Damn.
At that point, he just got through. It was scary. So yeah, hopefully we don't get that spot again. It'll just be another fun, like the same thing with like Miz versus Shane. I really enjoyed this Shane. I mean, the ending was dumb. Well, the ending wasn't dumb. It was just like watching them do a superplex through this like soft, cushy, like wee. Which is fine. It got a holy shit Shane and everything, but
and then then they about to like tussle and all that shit, and then Elias comes out. And
I kind of thought Elias was on Raw.
I mean, he came out last week, and yeah.
No, like when he came out last week, I thought that was like they were using him as a swerve for Roman. That's what I initially thought, but I was wrong. So
yeah, and so he comes out. They're ganging up on Roman. Roman's getting cheered, by the way. He's getting cheered. Sympathy. They're not, yes, guys, they're not going to have Roman Reigns beat Kofi anytime soon. They're actually building up Roman Reigns and giving him sympathy, giving him a character, and they're not booking him too strong like everyone claimed that he was, and all that shit. Actually building up Roman, giving him a story outside the title picture.
Which is kind of what I wish they would do for Charlotte.
Well, I mean, okay. So when it comes to this Charlotte thing, it's like Charlotte was pushed as much as like Charlotte is the title picture no matter where she goes. She is.
Yeah, you're right.
They don't know how to tell a story with Charlotte outside the title picture.
Not even in NXT, like the only feud that she had that didn't involve the title was a mini feud with Dana Brooke.
Right.
And even that didn't last long because that immediately got her right back into the title hunt, I believe.
The only feud she had not involving the title was the welcoming committee on SmackDown. Once she got to SmackDown, that was the only feud she had.
I actually got to correct you. It was with Nia Jax after Mania, but then she immediately went to SmackDown.
Well, that was a singles match. That wasn't a feud.
No, it was good. No, it was like it had this like the go home show before Mania. It started up like it was starting a feud between her and Nia. Then they had the blow off match. Then Charlotte left.
Damn. Ugh.
Yep.
But yeah.
Oh, trust me, I paid attention, especially in that match because Nia damn near paralyzed Charlotte.
Damn. But yeah, Charlotte is the title picture. She is never gonna leave the title picture. Expect her to be 9-time by Money in the Bank, 10-time by possibly WrestleMania. And
Lord, they really trying to make her like a pops.
5-time Royal Rumble winner, 50-time Women's Champion. Around there.
See, here's the thing. I don't think Charlotte is ever going to win the Royal Rumble. Like I think the closest Charlotte will come is to being the runner-up.
I mean, and then she did this year.
Yeah, but I do think that Charlotte should win at Money in the Bank. Unpopular opinion. I do think she should win the Money in the Bank.
If anyone,
Like you're saying that mainly because you think Becky should be on Raw because Raw really needs more talent.
my thing is if one of them has to win, it's Charlotte over Lacey all day.
Well, yes, that and number one, mainly you don't want Becky Lynch to be overexposed and get tired of like because Becky 2 belts is cute, it's fine for now, but you don't want her to get overexposed.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two, Charlotte, well, she's gonna be in the title picture, so you might as well just put the belt back on her and have Bayley chase after the match they had this Tuesday. Have Bayley win at SummerSlam and finally get her moment, finally to redeem herself after what happened to her in 2017 as a singles competitor.
After y'all basically sacrificed that poor girl at the altar of Alexa Bliss, y'all need to redeem her.
Because that segment, that match, like that should be alone. Like telling y'all, oh yeah, Bayley is actually a good wrestler, and she is actually can be something. We can take her seriously. Like have her versus Charlotte be the feud going into SummerSlam.
Yeah, and it's proven that it could work because it worked in NXT.
Have that. And number three, while we do want to see Becky versus Bayley, Becky versus Ember, like Becky, she should stay on Raw. Raw needs her right now.
They need star power, man.
They need star power.
I'm telling you, if Becky leaves, that Raw division is done because there's a good chance Sasha ain't coming back, and the only people who will be there is Naomi.
See, and here's when we get to Sasha, if she's not coming back. This would have been the perfect opportunity to call Shayna up and do Becky versus Shayna going into SummerSlam, since Shayna is the only one at that fucking point that can hang on Becky on the fucking mic and actually get on the fucking ring. That like come the fuck on, and it's not suffering from bad booking. But no, Triple H want to keep her further down in NXT, and then you know what? No.
Look, that's a topic for that. Is a topic for another day.
I'm just saying, like this would have been the perfect opportunity to call up Shayna after Ronda just fucking split and about to get pregnant.
I mean, it would have been the perfect opportunity to have Becky versus Sasha if the company hadn't completely fucked over Sasha the past 2 years. But,
So yeah, I mean, just yeah. So Charlotte should win. I know y'all gonna be pissed, but it's the right decision.
I'm fine with it. I don't care.
It don't matter to me no more, honestly.
It's the right decision, and y'all gonna be pissed, but I'm sorry.
I mean, Charlotte beating Becky once, it's fine. Becky's beaten Charlotte 55,000 times.
Yeah, that's the thing. Becky has beaten Charlotte every single time since Hell in a Cell.
So we still win. We still win.
Yeah, she still wins, so it don't matter.
One win over Becky is not gonna hurt Becky. Especially how they do it.
Nothing can hurt Becky.
Especially how they do it. Have Lacey versus Becky happen earlier in the night. Becky wins. Lacey attacks or
I think I mean maybe I'm wrong, but I think Becky, if not already is the closest thing in the company to being literally bulletproof. You cannot fuck her up now. Like it's just
you would actively have to try.
Like legitimately, like we say that as a joke, but yeah, they would actually legitimately have to put all their effort into trying to make Becky look like shit.
She's still over. She's still fucking over with the
crowd. So have her fucking lose to Charlotte, man. Like why not?
Especially how the way they would do it. Have Lacey Becky happen early in the night.
This was my idea, by the way.
Yeah, your idea. Lacey loses, but she attacks Becky. And then Becky goes in the match against Charlotte hurt. Charlotte capitalizes. I wouldn't even have Becky tap. I would just have her lose by pinfall.
Spear?
Yeah. Or big boot, something like that.
Or natural selection.
No, natural selection has been so garbage as of late. No.
Okay, then the spear.
Yeah.
Spear. That's it.
She needs to get rid of natural selection because she doesn't know how to do it anymore.
Yeah,
she just pushes their head down now.
Yeah. I mean,
honestly, I just think Charlotte just flips. It just rolls
She
over.
just flips, and the woman just like, okay, I go down now. Boom. Like, so
I mean, did you see the one they did, the double natural selection bot she did at WrestleMania?
yes.
Dude, if we want to go back, the one at SummerSlam she did on Becky. She didn't grab Becky's head at all. She just freaking flipped.
That's another reason why people were pissed how Becky lost, because it's like, she lost to that? It's like, are you kidding me?
Like, I get it, the element of surprise and all, but you didn't even give her any type of hand movement to make sure that she went down. You just tucked and rolled.
The dreaded tuck and roll, just the magnetic force just drives them down.
But yeah, Asia, I do agree with you. But for some reason, I feel like they're going to try and do Becky dirty at Money in the Bank and have her lose both titles in one night. I wouldn't say that Lacey will win the Raw Women's title. I would say that someone would cash in on Becky to get the Raw Women's title.
And that's the thing. Do you think Becky and Lacey would main event? Do you think Becky and Lacey would main event?
I don't think that's gonna happen because I think after what happened last year, they're not gonna do a cash in on the same night.
Yeah, you're probably right. Especially not with the person who I think would probably win it.
Right.
I haven't even been thinking who's probably going to win. I'm thinking Bailey, but
nah, for some reason I'm thinking Alexa Bliss again.
I don't think it's gonna be Alexa again. I don't think it's gonna be Alexa again because
think about it. She's having her segment to announce who's going to be in Money in the Bank.
Right,
you really think that short little fuck isn't going to announce herself into that match?
Not to mention, like she had like the only not to mention the only match she's had since like coming back was the match against Bailey, and it's almost like Alexa Bliss, like this is like her first match like back since like maybe April, so it's just like why not have her win, just like establish herself. I'm just going by what they're probably thinking.
But no, I don't think she's going to win. I think she's going to announce herself in the match. I think she might come like want to be one of the favorites to win, but I don't think she's going to win. I think she's going to enter a short program with Becky after Money in the Bank. And
Becky versus Alexa will probably happen for sure.
It will happen.
See,
because but I don't think she's gonna win Money in the Bank. I think if in my opinion, who's gonna win Money in the Bank, it's gonna be Liv Morgan from SmackDown.
I would like to see Liv win it, honestly.
I would like it too. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but it could.
Here's the thing. In my little head canon, like if I were to fantasy book it, I would have Sasha win. And here's how. In my head, in my fantasy booking, WWE finally realizes what they have with this woman, and decides to keep her in the damn company and not be idiots like they are now. And the best way to put Sasha in? Have her jump Alexa before the match.
No.
Have someone win the briefcase, and then I have an idea. Have someone win the briefcase, and then as they're leaving, have Sasha come in from the crowd and jump them, take the briefcase, and just run out through the crowd.
Well, no. I would do it this way. She attacks Natalya because fuck Natalya.
Right.
Fuck Natalya.
Get her out.
It's like you find Natalya, right? You find Natalya.
One second.
My sympathy for Natalya is 100% gone.
No hesitation.
Oh, you know what? You're right, because I actually rooted for Natalya when she faced Lacey, and she failed me. So forget it.
Fuck Natalya.
You failed so late. Oh.
Okay, so you find Natalya. She's hurt. She says someone attacked her from behind, and then they take her out the match. Then you hear Sasha's music. She takes Natalya's place. She gets in the ring, and at one point, towards the end of the match, you see Bailey. Bailey's climbing the fucking ladder. She almost has the match won, and then what happens? Sasha just tips her over, takes the briefcase, and she wins.
Yeah.
I low-key don't want it to be a Bailey's suspense because then we have to suffer through Corey Graves' bullshit.
Fuck Corey Graves.
Unmute him. We mute him. Who cares?
Yeah, see, that's why if we watch Money in the Bank, we gotta put it in different commentary. I refuse to listen to Corey Graves.
Sasha Banks existing makes Corey Graves mad, so I don't care. Like whatever they do.
And this.
Oh well.
This can lead to if they somehow get both Sasha and Bayley as fucking champions to Survivor Series, Sasha Banks as your Raw Women's Champion versus Bayley as your SmackDown Women's Champion, and Bayley gets her revenge on fucking Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I would like that.
Hey, let's fucking go. It's right there.
I just lay it down for you. But if Sasha's not there, if she doesn't show up at Money in the Bank, Liv Morgan is my actual pick to win at Money in the Bank.
She's a dark horse for sure, and I do see her being the most pushed out of the three because they split up the Riot Squad, but they singled out Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
You have to think that's not by accident. So
because Ruby Riott, she's on Main Event losing to Dana Brooke,
which is bullshit.
Oh Lord, really?
Bullshit. I don't.
Yep.
What did this woman do?
What have they done to Heidi Lovelace?
What did Heidi Lovelace do to make them so mad?
I feel like ever since the Natalya feud, Ruby has been on a downward booking spiral.
She really has.
It's
you think it might have anything to do with her hair?
I don't know.
It can't be that petty, can it?
Dude, this is WWE we talking about.
This is a new low. This is a new petty though.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
What did she do? Like, did something
like hey Cliff, you say this is a new level. This is a new low. This is the same company that didn't want Becky Lynch to do promos because Kevin Dunn didn't like her voice.
How'd that go? How'd that turn out?
Yeah, you're right.
But like this is a new low. Just my God, I don't know this. Yeah, ever since the Natalya, at the very least, as much as I hated it, the Natalya feud at least was getting like actual TV time on Raw. Was at least getting promo time. Was at least being featured. Ruby Riott has not been featured like that in a long goddamn time.
I mean, we say that, and then we watch the match, and Natalya's fucking stalling for.
I wasn't talking about, I wasn't talking about the match. I was talking about the build-up. There was actual build-up to that match. Like Ruby Riott actually got mic time, which God forbid she ever gets mic time anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been a downward spiral for Ruby.
And then the death knell was the damn match she had with Ronda for the women's title that only went like 12 seconds.
Well, with Ronda, yeah.
What was that? What was that? Chamber?
Chamber.
Yeah, it was Chamber. Yeah. The whole Charlotte Becky Ronda thing went like 5 times longer than the fucking match did.
Dude, again, the match didn't even go a full minute. Like the bell run, Ruby ran around a bit, got in the ring, Roddy Buster, and then armbar. That was it.
And Ruby, when you look at her when she's entering the ring, she's just like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, like you can tell the look on Ruby's face. She knew.
This is bullshit.
So, yeah, that's like Ruby Riott. Damn.
Hey man, I hate it for her too, man, because I like Ruby Riott.
And Sarah Logan, the one that everyone's sleeping on, the one that barged into Vince's door, like the one that actually has the fucking charisma about her, and it's probably the best of the 3 in the ring. She can go places. I mean, now we're gonna probably pair up with the Viking Raider Machine experience thing, and
apparently they're gonna change the tag team name again.
I don't care. I don't even care.
I don't care. I don't care.
Just call them big scary dudes. Just call them fucking.
They did all this name change. They could have just stayed with War Raiders.
Who cares? Have them drop the belts at the next set of TV tapings. I don't care if they change their name to Viking Dicks. I don't care. I don't care about the War Raiders. I don't.
Well, I do.
I can't.
The name doesn't matter as long as the booking matters. As long as what they do with them going forward. What that's what's mattering.
Yeah, I agree. I don't at this point. I don't care about the names anymore. As long as you don't book them like you did the freaking Ascension.
Oh, the only thing that's frustrating to me is just pick one.
Yeah, because that's the only problem I've got, the inconsistency.
Just pick one, and then we'll leave it at that. If they're good, if they're great enough, they can be branded as anything. They can be branded as like Yeah, like you said, Viking dicks, Viking condoms,
Viking hoes, Viking thoughts.
Viking thoughts. They're the Viking thoughts, and you know what? If they're good enough, the Viking thoughts will get over. It's just how it goes. I mean, dude, like one. I mean, he's not anymore. But one of the top stars of the company at one point was a guy named Dolph Ziggler.
Where is Dolph Ziggler nowadays?
Who cares?
Not anywhere near a wrestling show, which makes me very happy.
Who cares?
I don't care. I just happen to ask because this is the first time I'm hearing his name in like months.
Exactly. And when you realize, yeah, it's a terrible fucking name. Hey, he got over though for like maybe like a month, but still he got over with Dolph Ziggler. So anything can happen.
Yeah, that's pretty much Raw, SmackDown,
Yep.
NXT.
Yeah. Well,
Did not watch that much of NXT except for the main event and the segment between Adam Cole and Matt Riddle.
Oh, that segment was amazing. Honestly, this was actually a pretty good episode. I think every match was good.
Oh yeah, and the tag match. I watched that.
Both. The women's tag was okay. I like Casey. Casey's amazing.
No, I was talking about War Raiders versus.
That tag match is great. I love that tag match. Like, dude, the almost shock finish, like when the War Raiders came out, and all of a sudden you just see Montez come into front.
Exactly, like they're throwing it through the titles out to get ready. Next thing you know, you just see Montez Ford flying through the air. Like, what in the world?
Like, wait, what? He just flew from the camera apparently, and then they just did their finish. I'm like, wait. I mean, if I didn't already see the spoilers, I'd be like, wait a minute.
No. So wait, that's it? Are we serious?
Like, really? Ah. Hey, like, you got me going there. But it was a really good match. War Raiders retained, of course. I
don't think it was a title match. It was just a regular match.
It was a regular match.
Ah, man. That would have been so much cooler if it was a title match and we almost got that like false ending. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that was amazing. And then we got Gargano, which for a Johnny Gargano match did not feel like it went 50 minutes long, just like his usual matches. So that's always a plus.
It was very decent. I like Roddy and Gargano in the ring.
I wanna read my curious cat on Gargano because someone they went off on Gargano. Let me read it. Let me find it first.
Oh, jeez. If it's what I think you're talking about, oh, jeez.
Oh, no. Don't do my son like this. No.
Because I followed you on Curious Cat, and I saw that. I was like, damn.
Someone said, besides Dream, do you think any other guy on NXT is going to be big? I honestly don't know why Gargano is so well booked. That guy is so boring. Dream is special and will be a huge star. The others, I don't know. Even the Undisputed Era, I feel like they end up breaking them up, which will ruin the entire thing. I know Gargano has great matches and 5-star ratings, but his personality is so bland and left my fucking ass off. Something tells me he's gonna flop on the main roster, and people will blame Vince instead.
Like, here's the thing. I do think Gargano would flop on the main roster. Here's the thing. I don't think it would have flopped if Ciampa was healthy, because I could do the DIY thing and then have them split up again and then go from there.
Right.
But if you have a Gargano go to the main roster by himself,
it's different. Like, he's great, but man, like, you're in a roster with like Velveteen Dream, Aleister Black, Undisputed,
Matt Riddle,
like, I don't know, man.
Like,
Aleister fucking Black is going to be the goddamn future. So you have him. Velveteen Dream is going to be that guy.
Yeah, you know they grooving Matt Riddle for when they called him up.
Matt Riddle was so fucking great on this show.
Yeah, like, what is Gargano's character when you really look at it?
Like, the only thing I can say that his character is
he's like
basically Goku. He's literally the human version of Goku.
He actually is. I mean, if I had to explain it, it would be like it's not one of the common man kind of things. Like, it's the Daniel Bryan thing. It's all that bullshit.
Nah,
No, because at least Daniel Bryan had a certain charisma that made it work.
I mean, you know he's an underdog. He's from Cleveland.
No, Daniel Bryan, when it came down to it, was that he did not have the look that the Authority wanted. He did not have that like image that to be the top guy in the company.
And honestly,
they wouldn't give him the opportunities that he earned, and whenever he got them, he got screwed out of them.
Right.
Gargano just got the opportunities and then lost.
Because he keeps losing.
Like
or even worse, he beats himself because the champ.
So again, what is his character? He already he's you can't say he's the underdog anymore. He's champion.
No.
Yeah.
He was the underdog until he won at a takeover. So what's his character now?
Common.
I can't even say honestly. I don't know.
Where is it now?
At the most, you can say like he's the common man. Like I don't know.
What the fuck is the common man?
Like just like I don't know, like the heart. I don't know. It's like the stereotypical like heart. Like he's not big, he's not strong, he's not very talented, but he's hardworking and he'll give it his all.
Bitch, everyone's hardworking.
I know.
Not everybody. There's a lot of complacent mofos in the world, Asia.
I mean, yes, but I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure, like, 99% that
NXT
roster is hardworking. So, like, again, what sets him apart?
I'm just saying what like other people would probably say, and just that's the best I got. I don't like there really isn't much of an actual distinct character.
Come on, like, come on. But yeah, I did. This episode NXT was fine. I didn't really care. I get to. Yeah, I might as well get to Shayna EO. They recapped last week of what happened with Kyrie versus Shayna. I still have not watched that match, by the way. And all that shit. EO, she's getting interviewed backstage. She barely said like 2 words in, and the ponies attacked her. So it looks like it's gonna be Shayna versus EO. More likely at the next next takeover, and
God please EO win.
Call me crazy, but I think Shayna will retain, and she will retain.
Oh, I'm not calling you crazy. It's Shayna Baszler.
She's gonna retain clean, and if that happens, there's literally no one left for Shayna to face at that fucking point, because it's your biggest challenges at this point was Bianca, Kyrie, Shayna.
I swear to God, watch them actually like do what they did with Asuka, have Shayna
that shit, but I'm telling you, we're gonna have to have this conversation about Shayna Baszler if that happens and she beats EO clean.
We're gonna have to.
See, that's the thing. I don't think she's beating EO. And if she does beat EO, it ain't gonna be clean.
We're gonna have We're gonna have to have a conversation about Triple H's incompetence.
But here's my thing: why do this match at San Jose and not SummerSlam?
Why not have it be like, you know what? If Candice was gonna lose, why not do Shayna Candice?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, I know you would have hated it, and I know you would not have wanted Candice to win, but if she lost, then there you go. And then you can do EO. Because let's be real, the tag team should be Lacey and Casey, because they were Team Ninja. But for some reason, they threw Casey and Candice.
Because Candice needs something to do?
You could give her Shayna. And not have Io Shirai have her fucking like.
Well, maybe AEO isn't going to be the opponent just yet. Maybe they're going to do the slow burn Rio. Maybe it is going to be Candice and San Jose. I don't freaking.
But they're already doing Shayna Io. Like Candice had on this episode, Candice had nothing to do with the Shayna thing tonight. It was all Shayna Io.
And they're referencing her and Casey challenging for the women's tag title. So yeah, Candice is out and Shayna's attacking Io. So they're going to
Shayna
do Io.
I mean, Shayna versus Mia Yim. Fuck it.
Yeah, even Mia Yim, she was being interviewed backstage. She was asked about Shayna terrorizing the women's division. She's like, look at what she did to Kyrie. Look what she did to Io. Bianca Belair has gotten 2 title opportunities, and yes, she can say her mindset is undefeated, but the outside looking in, she's defeated. And I faced Shayna one time, and I learned a lot from Shayna Baszler, and give me another opportunity and I will beat Shayna Baszler. That's what she said. So it could be Mia, but going by what happened at the tapings,
she's losing to Bianca. So
she lost to Bianca. It was not clean, but still, she lost to Bianca.
The way she lost, though. Oh my
The way she lost was glorious.
I need to see that because I'm still trying to picture
I
that shit.
cannot wait to see that. I legitimately cannot wait to see that.
Use your hair as leverage on the ropes in a cup.
My best way is that she probably threw her hair over the ropes and then grabbed the other end and just pulled.
That's probably it.
That is next level shit.
That's creative shit.
This girl is just the fucking best.
But
Should have been Bianca.
She threw shade at Bianca, so more likely Bianca gonna have some words for her, like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? You still lost to Shayna.
Honestly, I thought she was gonna interrupt her. I was waiting for Bianca to interrupt her.
I was waiting for it too, but yeah, like nothing.
I guess she just wasn't there tonight. I guess she. Damn, I can't even say she was with Montez because Montez was on the show.
Yeah, this was, dude, like, Montez Ford. God, he's amazing. Actually, like, well, we didn't really talk about the Adam Cole Matt Riddle thing, but can we just talk about the ending of it?
Dude, can we just talk about how Matt Riddle was after Adam Cole left and did the whole photo shoot?
Oh, can we talk about like Adam Cole just has like he was just hitting everything that moves, and like Roddy just touches him, and he's just like, get off me! Wait. Like Adam Cole's in the zone, he's beating everyone's ass. And then Roddy just like touches him like, hey Cole, what are you doing? Yeah! He does his common Gary. Like, don't fuck with Cole when he's in the zone. And plus, I think he touched his man bun. Don't touch his man bun.
No, like here's the thing. All the chaos is going on. Roddy grabs Adam to make sure that Adam is okay because Riddle hit him. Next thing you know, Cole just hops up and Gary's him.
Yeah, because again, like he's on a tear, he's on a roll. Anything that moves. I guess he didn't think that Roddy would like go after Cole like that, but then yeah.
But here's the thing: he saw Roddy was the closest one to him when he went down to the ring.
I don't know.
So what? Did he think that Gargano just did a ninja roll in front of Roddy and decided to grab Adam Cole?
It's Gargano. You never know. You never know what he's gonna do. Like maybe he was just upset that Roddy touched his man bun.
Well, maybe he was upset that Roddy got the opportunity and he didn't.
Oh, dissension.
I really don't want Undisputed Era to break up because I like Roddy in the Undisputed Era. But man, it's looking like it's about to be that way.
Don't turn him face again.
Oh, what's about to happen, baby?
Talk about
like I had a feeling something like this was going to happen the minute Bobby Fish got cleared.
Asia, talk about someone with no character. A babyface Roderick Strong.
Oh, we saw that in ROH, and
we saw that in NXT before he went into Undisputed Era.
I mean, at least in NXT they did something good with it because they did that little mini doc with him.
But other than that, it was just like, and it's I mean, you can make anyone likable if you bring up their family. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's like the opposite of cheap heat. It's cheap. It's a cheap. I'm not
cheap sympathy.
Cheap sympathy. I'm not saying you shouldn't like sympathize with them, but like if we're gonna sympathize with Roddy, then we should sympathize with like Kofi Kingston. We should sympathize with fucking like. But
Kofi Kingston doesn't have a bad family life.
Exactly. Like.
And think about that. They did all that with Roddy just to job out to Bobby Roode.
Oh, the worst NXT title reign of all time.
Oh, I am so glad Drew ended that reign.
Yeah, and then immediately got it ended by Almost. And once Almost had it, I think that's when the NXT title went back to prominence. So I was like, okay, now we're good. But yeah, that was NXT. All right, is it time? Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, it's time. Yes. Rhea Ripley time.
Oh yeah, y'all have at it because I know nothing about this. Don't want to know nothing about it. Just go right ahead.
I'll let you start, Asia.
So, was it Thursday?
I think it was. Yeah, it was.
It was Thursday because it was my last day of work.
Yeah,
no, it was actually Wednesday. It was actually Wednesday because that's when they do their little stream thing.
Okay, so Wednesday, me and Cliff, we were live chatting
right.
to NXT. We get done with NXT. I'm like, Like people talking about Rhea Ripley. I'm like, what the fuck did she do? So I
Hold
go
up, hold
read
up,
it.
hold up, hold up, hold up, Asia, time out. Y'all did a live chat for NXT. Y'all didn't invite your boy. That's
I
fucked
mean,
up. That's fucked up.
look,
No,
hey,
no, 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 no. That's fucked up.
What?
You got anything?
I got nothing, bitch.
That's fucked up.
Feelings.
That's
Fuck
fucked up.
feelings.
That's
Eh,
fucked up.
Like,
eh.
I mean, sometimes you're
What
at
the
work. Sometimes, okay, next Wednesday.
next Wednesday?
Oh
Besides,
yeah,
they do the tapings, and we could react to the tapings.
right, yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
So
And
yes,
like I'm sure some people don't want to watch tapings like Brandon or. I mean, I don't think you care about the tapings though, right?
I actually don't give a shit about the Timbers because more or less I forget about like a week later.
Exactly.
well they are happening May 1st, which is next Wednesday. So yeah,
Holy shit, my birthday is about like 2 weeks away.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, man! Happy birthday! We'll get to that in 2 weeks.
so
Is it gonna fall on a Friday?
No, it's on a Wednesday.
Ah, okay.
oh nice.
Because the tapers are next Wednesday. My birthday is the Wednesday right after that.
Oh damn.
Oh damn.
There you go.
But yeah, going back to the story, I'm on Twitter. I'm seeing people talking about Rhea Ripley. I'm like, what the fuck did she do? So I go search her name on Twitter search engine. I'm like, they're saying she's being homophobic. I'm like, wait, what? No, 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 ain't no way, no. I go try to find like, and then I see a video, so on the Twitch stream, and she's insulting someone, and she happened to say the F word.
Oh no, not just and
Ooh.
no, not the F word that we use. The other F
No,
word.
the homophobic slur used against gay people, F word.
That F word. And here's the thing: this was an insult apparently for $15.
Yes,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
put in $15 to insult someone, and you can use any
15.
insult that you want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was paid like because they do this thing. It's like 15, 20, 50, like to do like certain things to be paid for. So
And
she
it sounds
was
like even
asked.
before she said the F word, she said something like "shoot out your cunt" or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I saw that clip. I'm like, oh boy, oh wow, oh Rhea, oh god.
Oh
So
dear.
Oh
so
boy.
everyone's dragging her. I'm like, oh shit, Rhea, you have to come out with an apology right fucking now, cause this ain't good.
And
I
then
mean, I heard she did.
and
I
then
mean,
well,
I mean,
she took down the Twitch stream, which was a
well,
good first sign, and we're like, okay, she's probably gonna apologize soon.
she did. She apologized, and within an hour's time. And then
I mean,
when
at first we were cool, and then I think we went back and we were like, wait a minute.
well, number one, she apologized. She immediately deleted it when I saw it, and then she reposted it with like heart emojis, like different color heart emojis with the same apology. And then at first I accepted it, and then when I went back and reread it, um, the
And it wasn't,
apology
by the way, it
was
wasn't just to be cute; it was because of the rainbow and yeah.
it was. I'll go read the apology itself because it was half-assed when you really read it. She
Certain.
said She said, I know a lot of you are upset with me after tonight, and I just wanted to publicly say that I am sorry. My quote unquote brain to mouth filter came down for a second, and I forgot that some words are a big no no to a lot of people.
I
I am firm
forgot this
believer
might not be. This is no.
I am a firm believer that everyone should be treated equally, and whether that be race or sexual orientation. With that said, I just wanted to say that how dearly sorry I am to everyone that has been offended by my choice of words tonight. Her apology sounded just like I am sorry that you got offended.
The Will Ospreay.
And
Oh
then
yeah, I can see why people were upset about that apology
and
now.
some people like she did not know what the fuck was like, cause brain to mouth, like you forgot
Yeah.
that you shouldn't be saying that word.
It's like, oh, I
and
want to. It's like usually I have to filter because I want to say it, but I realize, oh wait, I can't.
and and not only that, the way she said that word is like she says it like she's, it's not like, oh you like she's so confident saying it, like the way she said it, like she's used to saying it by now.
That does not sound good.
She
It's
sounded,
like it rolled off the tongue. It was like,
yeah, it won't exactly.
Like basically, you're saying like she said it like she has said it before.
like a million times.
Yes, yes. Like it's not like she had instant regret saying it. Like she said it and like she was bold with it.
And everyone else was like, oh. Like Mansoor was there, the 19-year-old Saudi kid.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh shit.
And then not only that, she liked some tweets. If I can find it real quick.
Let me just say the gist of one of them. You gotta realize another thing. She's Australian. Some things in their culture do not like transfer to the American. It's the same excuses Tanara used. It's the well. If I'm an Australian, maybe some words aren't used the same. Rhea Ripley has been in the U.S. of A. since 2017.
Yeah.
She's been here since she was legit 19 years old, fam. That excuse does not fly.
Because someone's nationality prevents them from learning better, apparently.
You've been here 2 years. You should probably that should be like by the first month. You should probably know that word. It might not be the best thing to use.
Like she's a grown woman, people, and yes,
I know she's young, but she's still a grown woman.
She's a grown woman. You should know by now what to say and what not to say and what offends people.
It's even worse because like she promoted the stream. Like they promoted the stream.
They promoted it. It's on. Like this will be forever following her career. Like, and no, I don't think she should be fired for this.
No, explain to her why this was messed up.
This was messed up. She should have taken accountability. She should know why the fuck you should not say that word. And it's not our place as straight people to decide whether she should be forgiven.
I wish Brandon was here because we know Rhea's his girl. Like Rhea's his girl.
Yeah, he should be here explaining whether he forgives her or not, because it's not our place.
Fucking word has to be a mark.
It's not our place to forgive her. It's the LGBTQ
community. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to go too into on this because again, like I'm not. Yeah, but I find it fucked up because with the wording.
I find it fucked up. I'm just saying, like based on her likes, based on her apology, based on what she said.
It felt half-assed. It felt forced, which
it felt half-assed, like bit
and forced. Like someone was like pulling on her, being like, "You might want to do this, Rhea. You might want." Like, oh, do I have to? Like,
and there's like, yeah, you kind of do.
It's not our place to accept her apology. It's the LGBT because they are a big like community.
Like I know Brandon accepted it, but I think it's before he saw the likes and like the other stuff. So, I mean, he was like hurt when he like heard it. Obviously, he's just like, damn it, yeah. Like,
everyone like we were all like hurt and shocked. Like, what? Huh? What?
Like I said, man, I guess I picked the perfect time to just fully invest in Mortal Kombat on Wednesday night.
Yo, me too. First Lars, then the Dijakovic thing, and yes.
Man, Dijak hit me in my soul because I was a fan. I was a fan of Dijak.
I gave this question to Asia because it's like the opposite of the same field here. With like, if you could, I mean, I don't want to care, but like with Dijakovic and Rhea, which one's? I don't even want to say which one's worse because they're both bad, but like, it's like in one case you have Rhea, who, like, it's probably not, like, it's like a shoot, like, she's, like, doing something in a shoot, but it's not, like, you can see it probably wasn't intended to harm, like, a certain group, whereas with Dijak, it's, like, it's a work, but it's, like, blatantly racist, and it's intended to hurt. And it might not even be, like actually given, because, again, the WWE and NXT told them to fucking erase that bullshit.
Well, in the Rhea situation, she used the slur as a insult. Like some people are like, "Oh, she didn't use it." No, she was paid.
It literally said on the screen, $15 to insult someone.
And she used that slur to insult. All for $15. That's my thing. Was it really?
Wait, that's what's throwing me. You did all that for $15. Come on, son.
I mean, no. Here's my thing. We know, like, we heard about NXT, like, talent not getting, like, some NXT talent don't get paid the most, but I mean, goddamn. Like, I hear, I mean, I know the paychecks aren't the best, but man, really needing $15 badly.
Was it really worth being exposed and possibly labeled as now homophobic?
Again, all for $15. I'm gonna have to, in the words of Deion Sanders, hold on, player.
Like, Rhea, your T-shirts aren't even like your T-shirts are more than $15, and after this, I'm sure a lot of people in the LGBT community might not be buying those shirts anymore.
Was it
So
really
the money ain't gonna add up.
And then, guys, we have to remember, yes, when they apologize, we like that, but an apology is not gonna erase what they did. It's not gonna.
I mean, it helps. I mean, it helps.
First you have to admit what you like. First, like you have to own up to what you said and apologize for it. But then you have to go and prove that you're not going to say anything like that again.
Exactly. You have to take accountability, learn from your fucking actions, and be able to like grow as a person. An apology is not enough. It's the first step.
Yeah, because the apology means nothing if you go right around and do the same thing again that you apologize for.
You need to take it on the chin and use it as a learning experience. And when I say take it on the chin, I don't mean like I'm sorry that you got offended. No, you be sorry for what you did, not for what they thought of it. Because she's apologizing for them being offended. No, you should apologize for saying something stupid.
Because let's be real, would Rhea Ripley be apologizing if she did not get exposed?
No, probably not.
Of course not.
She would have still said the word regardless.
Yeah, if no one.
Honestly, if she had not said it on the live stream, she wouldn't be apologizing.
Yeah, if it wasn't on the live stream.
Well, I'm thinking she's apologizing because people caught it on the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the only reason.
And not only that live stream needs to be taken, like that whole Twitch thing. It needs to be like that channel needs to go.
A lot of the NXT talent.
Yeah, because haven't I been hearing that Tegan was calling people retards?
Yep.
Oh.
Look, only I'm allowed to get away with calling people retards, and even I skate on thin ice with that.
Yep, she immediately apologized after she said it. She immediately apologized, and then Shayna, while the person did give her permission. She choked out someone live on stream. So it's like that.
For like what was it for like 30
minutes? I think everyone knew that was gonna happen because it was heavily promoted that Shayna was going to choke one of these dudes out.
Right, but it's still that don't try this at home, and you giving people the idea that they can do that outside. And
yeah.
Kind of like you don't want to do
let's they put the disclaimer there as like do not try this at home.
Yeah. And then they took that stream down right after it happened, so it's like so.
Yeah, I was never able to find that stream either.
And you're not gonna be able to find the Rhea Ripley one or the Shayna one.
Well, the
Shayna one.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna find the Rhea Ripley one either because she took that down too.
You can't find that exact stream on Twitch. You can find it on Twitter because people saved it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because of course people did.
Twitter, Twitter is forever.
Twitter is the best and worst thing to happen to the wrestling community.
It's the worst thing. It's best and worst thing to happen to life.
Social media in general is the best and worst thing to happen to life.
It really is.
And see, this is why we cannot say that our faves out here are not problem, because you never know when it comes to your fave.
Exactly, you never know what goes on when them doors close.
Exactly. I mean, I'm pretty confident with Becky Lynch, but hey, I mean, we don't know her.
I mean, I'm about 85% confident in Keith Lee and Shane Strickland, but I don't know.
Right.
You just never know.
Exactly, you never know.
I mean,
that's why I always said if it ever comes out that Nakamura or Okada were racist, I'm just gonna be devastated.
And Tanahashi.
Oh Lord! If a boy Tana is racist, I'm just gonna be depressed.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Well, I mean, you were saying your faves. I had to say it. I'm sorry. But yeah, dude, like, it's just just take on the chin and like move on and just learn from it and improve from it. This came across as like Like someone pulling her hand, being like, "All right, I guess I'll have to do an apology." Oh, I'm sorry. Like it's just no. And then like it's like you apologize, and then your likes basically completely just like they like they
I'm like,
like they like draw attention away from what you said and trying to make bullshit excuses. Like that's all they want. Like
I was like, Rhea, like, get off. Just post the apology and then get off Twitter. That's all you had to do.
I swear that's what I would have wanted her to do. Apologize and then just go on like a break for Twitter for about like a month or something.
do it. I mean, do it dissected. Just take your fucking Twitter.
Just take your whole damn thing down.
Oh yeah. But yeah, and okay, we'll talk about this and then we'll end it on a positive note. But we have one more kind of depressing thing, and that is Stacey Irvin Jr. He posted a certain something on his I think Instagram or
Yes, Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
yeah. Let me like pull it up. So Stacey Irvin Jr. is the guy with the fucking like he had one match on there.
Tsunami salt.
The best moonsault, literally the best moonsault ever. Like sweet ass.
And best name for it too, the tsunami salt. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dude.
The thread of life are so interesting the way they weave a story. It is true.
Oh.
I have parted ways with WWE/NXT. It was not an easy decision, but it was a decision that I felt was right for me. The experiences I have earned, the friendships that I have gained, the fans that supported me, and the lessons I have learned while always holding a special place in my life. Although I've decided that my journey as a WWE superstar would end, I have not given up and never will give up my work of creating my envisioned life. Life is too precious to not pursue that which sets my soul on fire. As I move into my new phase of my life with new priorities, goals, and aspirations, I aim to continue my pursuit of excellence. It is my sincere hope that you all continue to find inspiration from my goal, and I only continue for support. My friends, families, and fans are nothing short of incredible, and I want you to know that I appreciate the positive vibes from each and every single one of you. We all move forward. We all continue the journey through ups and downs. This was just a part of my story, a story that I intend to tell, nothing other than greatness.
My boy. And we will follow you through that fucking journey, dude. Hey man, I wish the best of luck. Cause like, dude, I promise he had. And you know what? I don't blame him. Like, if anyone's like, I mean, obviously it's sad, but like, concussion scare is not something like to be messed with. Like, yeah, I don't blame him. We've seen what concussions have done to fucking like we've seen what it's done to Daniel Bryan. We've seen what's done in even worse cases back in the fucking 80s and 90s. But like, yeah,
I don't blame him at all.
Especially since he's
me neither.
Especially since he's right in the beginning of his career and he's already having like concussion problems, like that. Like you don't like because that's what happened with Corey Graves.
Yeah, because I think his last match he had was with Sami Zayn. He ended up getting one last concussion.
He never even got to wrestle on the main roster. Like that's just like, and once you have one, it's like there's some more susceptible to others. Like I mean that's just like common knowledge now. I mean it used to not be, but like yeah, concussion scare is real. And like yeah, good luck, Stacey. Do what you need to do. You could probably, I mean, dude, how talented he is. He's probably like tens of thousands of other things he could do, especially athletically. He's amazing, fucking awesome. But to get away from that, I mean, is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
No. We gotta talk about the bad state in WWE right now.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that.
The stock, the ratings, Vince McMahon's bullshit excuses again.
So we start with the Hall of Fame. They had a fan came in, jumped Bret Hart, and like you have shitty security. How is the fan able to get in the ring that quickly and try to attack a Hall of Famer at the Hall of Fame?
Bad setup. Don't ever do that setup again.
Then you have wrestlers left and right being injured. Nia Jax out with a double ACL. She just now got surgery. Ronda Rousey. Yeah, she's pregnant, but she injured.
No, she's not pregnant yet. She ain't pregnant yet. She's taking off to get pregnant.
Well, she's taking off time, but yeah, she got injured at the main event of WrestleMania.
Impregnation vacation.
Daniel Bryan's out, and we don't even know what the diagnosis of his injury. Big E, he's hurt. Like we on post Mania injury season right now. Then we have WWE stock has now dropped to like $80 something. It went from like $110 to $80, in like a span of like so we have that. Then we have backstage writers quitting due to how
RD Evans quit. Arn Anderson got fired.
Yep, for the
situation. We're going by agents. Dean Malenko just quit.
Dean Malenko just quit today.
And people. No, I think wasn't it yesterday? Oh no,
it was today. I think it was today.
It was this morning. Yeah, and people like immediately were trying to were making challenges to Dean Malenko for a wrestling match. Like wrestlers were like, I want to wrestle Dean Malenko now.
He's now.
Oh, dude, Dean Malenko was legit in the ring, though.
Yeah, we know it. Oh, dude. I mean, he had the character of a goddamn dry ass saltine cracker, but hey, he could go in the ring of dry bread. But,
he was there for 8 years, and he quit yesterday. And Road Dogg, he stepped down as
And I'm sorry, guys. I hate to have that unpopular opinion, but Road Dogg.
It wasn't Road Dogg.
Road Dogg was actually not as bad as you fuckers were thinking.
Yeah, it wasn't. Road Dogg was not the problem.
He was never the problem, and I mean, dude, he was the one mostly behind trying to get the Becky Lynch thing over. I'm sorry. I mean,
here's the thing. You know what the problem was? The problem is Vince. But Vince used Road Dogg as a stool pitch, as a fall guy.
Now, I mean, here's the thing. I've had conversations with Road Dogg before. I'm not going to excuse some of this stupid Twitter stuff he said and some.
He's an idiot on Twitter. He is an idiot.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he's a little less of an idiot than before. He's learned a little bit, but he used to just have the worst company bullshit responses. Not to mention the winning and the wins and losses don't matter bullshit, which is just the dumbest thing.
Yeah, like his Twitter shit, you can't defend that, but
as a writer, dude,
he was okay.
I mean, I know. I mean, hey, it'll be under his resume that he was the head writer for the Daniel versus Kofi thing. So if he has that under his belt, right there. I mean, I know it was last second thing, but dude, the best storyline in the company. That's what you could say was written by Road Dogg. I'm just saying.
Yep.
And it's not him. He left. The first SmackDown after he left was nothing changed. If anything, it was worse. I know you thought it was way worse, Jarvarus.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't Road Dogg, man. We'll see how SmackDown goes from here. I'm sure it'll be around the same. I don't think Road Dogg is he didn't have a negative impact, but I don't think he had that much of a positive impact. I don't think it's gonna be complete shit now.
No, it won't be.
It's still the status quo.
Honestly, it's just proving to me that people in the company are really getting sick of Vince's shit.
Oh my god.
It really is. It's like Vince, he's on edge. He is fucking on edge. People, wrestlers want to leave. And that's
Writers quitting.
Writers quitting left and right. And wrestlers getting injured left and right. It's all this shit, and then you got AEW around the fucking corner. It's he is fucking on. He must be on edge backstage.
And he ain't making it any better with the constant rewrites.
And then constant rewrites.
That's been going on for fucking ever now.
Apparently the script for SmackDown was only done 4 or 5 minutes before the show actually came on.
That's been a thing.
Oh, that was Raw?
Yeah, that was Raw. 4 minutes before the show.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that's been a thing for fucking years, probably since the 2010s even started.
And not only that, it's all this shit is going. That's part the part he is gonna lose his fucking mind. I mean, he already has lost his mind. But it's so toxic back there. It must be so toxic.
Here's the thing. We all talk about how much we want Vince to die, but personally, I don't want this. Oh, I do not want this job to kill him. He needs to step down before this job literally kills him.
It is toxic backstage, and that's why I'm not surprised that he added 6 months to Luke Harper's contract, because he doesn't want that idea that wrestlers want to leave and they're fucking unhappy and
But then
don't want to
you're
be
gonna
there.
no, because this is bad. Because then you're gonna open up a whole other can of worms, and then eventually talent are gonna start speaking out on how the WWE are holding their fucking employees, independent contractors, hostage under their contracts, even when they want to leave. And to me,
Yeah, I'll be real. I'm surprised Neville has not said a word about this since he's left.
dude, I'm shocked. Yeah, because he's not under their fucking spell anymore. He could fucking expose these fucking people.
He could, if anything.
Yeah, but Pac is like one of those guys. Like, yeah, I went through it, but you know what? I ain't even gonna talk about it.
Like,
I'm gonna just let y'all stew in your own BS.
It's like I'm so fucking good. I don't even need to complain about WWE to get over.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Pac is so good. Like he went to Back to Dragon Gate. Within about a few weeks, he wins their top title
Instantly. And instantly got people talking about Dragon Gate because he's fucking awesome. But yeah, like he could have done that. Like Sasha Banks. Here's the thing: when Sasha Banks finally gets off her contract, if she does stay it out, I don't expect her to be quiet.
Oh no! I'm expecting Sasha to straight up expose the business, brother.
She's gonna do CM Punk but better.
If anything, I expect her to either do a podcast or just write a straight up book.
Or just a straight up essay on Twitter and just post it.
No, she's writing a book, bro. She gonna write a book.
But she better learn from the CM Punk situation and lawyer up and like cover all the grounds. Like cover all the grounds if you're gonna do the podcast situation. Like that's all.
Yeah, because WWE immediately tried to sue CM Punk, but the only caveat for CM Punk was that their doctor violated HIPAA. So that lawsuit got thrown completely out.
But here's the thing about the podcast with CM Punk, he had his best friend who just so happened to have a podcast. His close best friend, Colt Cabana.
His former best friend.
His former best friend, but that's the only reason he ever did it was for his podcast. Like Sasha Banks doesn't really have that. And you have to think once she leaves, like people like Chris Jericho, Steve Austin, Jim Ross, they're gonna be clamoring for Sasha Banks to be on their podcast, and Sasha's gonna be like, no, fuck that. You're just gonna try to get
like she might go to Lillian. She might go to Lillian.
Lillian, I think
I don't think she's gonna. If anything, you know who I would want her to go to?
Not the fellas.
No.
Okay.
It's not even a podcast. This person was talking about WWE buying WrestleMania times. It's time. Like John Oliver.
Oh.
Yeah. Go to John.
Oh, that's how you expose the business right there.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking John Oliver. And expose them. And yes, I was having my problems with John Oliver.
I was even gonna mention
He spoke a lot of facts. It was just the whole comparing Roman to a pedophile thing that threw everyone the wrong way.
That I had a problem with, but he had facts about the independent contractors, WWE's treatment of the talent. That if Sasha wants to go there, she should go to him. Go to him.
I was saying this like since it happened. Like I was like, hey, like as bad as this was, John Oliver was right about a lot of this other stuff.
He was. Just the Roman thing was the problem. But
exactly, like the Roman thing, he immediately threw away all of the good points he made.
Because I remember you saying like it's mute now.
Like all the points he made were moot the minute he compared Roman to a pedophile.
But if he wants to continue speaking on WWE, and if Sasha does do that, and she does go to John Oliver, and she does expose WWE, that's not only that, she burned a bridge. You burn a bridge by doing that, and I don't think she can ever come back to WWE.
But if she does do that, I think she's fully expecting to burn a bridge, and maybe she's got to the point where she does not want to come back.
Right.
Like Sasha could be like, I know I'm burning this bridge. I don't care. Y'all fucked me over so bad. I don't want to come back. I'll gladly burn this bridge. Hell, I don't like the match myself.
And like we need a female to speak on some of these issues they have in the company right now.
Yep. Because whether you like to admit it or not, the females probably get it worse than the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like we get Gail Kim speaking about it, but at this point we like trying.
But,
We like low key
but people look at Gail Kim like, oh, she's bitter.
Exactly. Like some people are like low key tired of Gail speaking about.
I mean,
It's not
she's
even
kind of opened her mouth
that
like about petty shit. Sometimes I'm just like, come on, Gail.
it's
Yeah,
not
like
that
the time she opens her mouth into the petty stuff, kind of makes her points moot as well.
it's not that she's quote unquote bitter. It's like Gail, low key, you need to move on. It's like that. You need to move on. You're in Impact. You're having a feud with Tessa. Why you still
It's been over 10
And why do I feel like she's gonna win?
It's been 10 years.
I swear to God, she's fucking. If she fucking
No.
wins, I'm just like, good.
No.
Why?
All of her
Will
points.
you-
will
I'm gonna just be like, go.
We'll just be complaining. We'll just be complaining that WWE sucks because they didn't make me their Charlotte Flair. Like they didn't give me all the titles like TNA did. Give me all the power.
I swear, man, if Gail Kim goes over Tessa Blanchard, I swear I'm gonna be like, girl.
Ain't that tomorrow? Ain't it tomorrow or Saturday?
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I think it's tonight. No, it's not tonight. I think it's either Saturday or Sunday. It might be on during the weekend.
Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, we might have to say something if she beats Tessa.
Bro, if she beats Tessa, I'm done, bro.
Because there's no reason for you to beat like even if Tessa is a heel, even with Tessa a heel, she should still go over. She should
Exactly, because again, you're part-time. She's full-time, man.
It's like the Kurt Angle Corbin argument. We did not like Corbin. We don't like Corbin. We don't like the fact that Corbin was Kurt Angle's last match. But Corbin is he's the young talent. And if you're gonna retire, you gotta put someone over clean. And
Yep.
And Tessa has all the reason why to win. And if Gail beats Tessa, I'm gonna be looking Gail the side because Gail, aren't you on Impact Creative?
Yeah. Yes. Ain't she on the creative part for the knockouts?
Yeah. Aren't you on Creative, sis?
So basically, if Gail wins, she literally booked herself to beat the young talent.
I'm just gonna give that bitch a side.
Bro, I'm gonna straight up call her the female Jarrett. I'm gonna call her the female Jarrett.
But hopefully she doesn't win and Tessa wins and yeah. But yeah.
Man, I hope not.
I mean,
I hope she loses.
I mean, after Kelly Klein beat Mayu, I'm already in that like.
No, I'm actually glad that that Mayu lost because one, Mayu was dealing with some injuries that she needed to heal up on, and two, I don't want Mayu anywhere near Velvet Sky, Angelina Love, and damn Mandy Leon.
This is the fact that she lost clean and shit. Like,
no, forget all that. Keep Mayu far away from those 3 thoughts.
Oh yeah, no, I'm glad she's out. Thank God. Oh, dude, that's.
I'm glad Tennille's gone too. Keep Tennille away from those 3.
Yeah. No, because Tennille like left, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm glad Tennille left.
Oh yeah.
Keep her. I don't want her near those thoughts either.
Yeah, no. Anyone that wants to come to Woman of Honor, please don't. Just don't.
That's why if Sasha leaves operational, go to Woman of Honor. I'm gonna hit her up on the front. I'll be like, Sasha, baby, don't go to Woman of Honor.
She wouldn't go to Woman of Honor. If anything, she would go to probably Shimmer or Stardom.
Yeah. She probably would go to AEW, but you've always said that she don't want to work with Brandy Rhodes.
Nope.
Is there a reason for that?
It's Brandy Rhodes. Brandy Rhodes who basically don't know the inner workings of wrestling. Like she's a.
I mean, I don't think it's just Brandy. I think the Young Bucks wives are in it as well, and I think they know a little bit about the business.
Well, they're in-ring talents. They know what to do in the wrestling business. They know what's profitable in the wrestling business. Brandy Rhodes, she's just a hot girl that's married to Cody Rhodes, and she's a shit worker. And I don't think she knows what things to do and like how wrestling really works.
If you want to talk about people who know how to run, like know the inner workings of the business, I mean Cody, like he's
he knows. Like
Yeah, because Dusty booked NXT, and he used to be a booker down in NWA, I believe.
I'm sure he had Cody in some of those business meetings and shit like that.
Like we all can come from Cody Rhodes for his shitty wrestling skills
Well,
and all that
he's not
stuff.
even shitty wrestling skills. He's just boring.
But the fact that he's starting his own wrestling company, all that stuff. That's
He's
I give him all the
gotten
props.
this far, by the way.
I give him all the
And
I give
yeah.
again. I give him all the like you were about to say. I give him all the props in the world, and I hope it's successful.
And due to the popularity of him, Kenny Omega, and the Bucks, like their company has more talk than any other company outside of WWE. Like props to him for like being that smart. Brandy Rhodes. I mean, I don't know.
Like, yeah, I hope it's successful because it gives those people who are tired of WWE, who are tired of sterile product of WWE, it gives them an alternative. So it gives them like another US alternative besides TNA. You can't get on there for you don't have a Twitch channel. Okay, fine. Here's AEW. There it is, right there.
And like, I mean, it looks like the men's. I mean, I'll mostly be looking to see how the women's division is, but also like if they do get Dean, you got Kenny, Dean, fucking Pac, Adam Page. Like all these guys, like that is a fucking awesome roster, and maybe. What?
Okay, so on the NXT, Davenport, and one of the matches they're doing is Shayna versus Mia Yim.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, waifu.
Come on, waifu.
Yep, I'll tell y'all the
results. He said Shayna's been beating Io on the live shows.
Yeah, she beat Io last night. Yeah, she beat Io, which I'm kind of scared. Like I'm like, ooh.
I mean,
bro, you scared? I'm terrified now. I'm terrified.
What if Mia Yim wins this?
And maybe she gets the title back. I don't know, man. I don't know what NXT does.
I mean, it is live. It's live shows, and we shouldn't take everything from live shows. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like it's either could be it, because it's like it could be Io as the next challenger, or could be Mia. It's one of those two.
Definitely, and we haven't even seen Deonna on TV since when?
Since her matchup, I believe, with Bianca, I think.
Jesus, they're just like, nope. they ain't even trying to like fucking book her in anything.
Because they don't know how to book women that aren't in the main title picture.
They don't know how to make more than one women's feud. I mean, it would be nice if we had two feuds, one of them being Bianca versus Mia, but who knows?
I mean, as much as we shit on the main roster, at least that's something that they have correct,
right? I mean, now currently, right now, like I think, okay, the feuds we have on the main roster: Becky, Lacey, Becky, Charlotte. Oh Jesus, is that actually it? Because they're like the Iconics aren't even in a feud.
Because that's the thing, like it's just like the women's division has been quote unquote shaken up, and it's going to take a while.
So
and apparently the shakeup is still going.
Yeah, they just drafted what's the names? B
team.
Just drafted them SmackDown.
Jeez, they can't even do their own shakeup right, bro. Oh my.
Dude, it's just everything's a mess. It's a fucking mess.
Bro, everything is in complete and total chaos.
Oh, apparently Vin Diesel did a video hinting that John Cena might join the Fast and Furious franchise.
Oh, I'm down for that.
And Dwayne Johnson's in that shit, right?
Yep.
Oh my god. The Rock Cena 3. Let's go.
At least this time it'll be entertaining.
Yes. There you go. Third in a lifetime. This time it'll be so much better. I'm down. Back to the Sasha thing. I kind of at this point after how they did Luke Harper like I told you before we got on the podcast, that was grimy. That wasn't even petty. That was just grimy. At this point, Sasha should be out. Sasha should just go ahead and chuck them the dudes and be like, I'm out. Fuck y'all. Montez did the worm, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm watching Davenport right now. Oh, good shit. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or I think we're good? We covered everything.
Did we talk about that one thing that happened last week?
What one thing?
When that one guy showed up at an indie event wearing a mask and attacked
Oh my
someone.
god, we didn't even talk about that. Dude. So.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, there was a picture that came out. Well, first of all, yeah, there was a picture that came out.
Oh, this.
Yeah. So all of a sudden we see this video come out, and we hear the headline and we kind of laugh. We're like, oh, CM Punk runs into an indie event. Oh, okay, so it's probably some kind of joke. Oh, he did a GTS. Haha, it's very funny.
Oh, little did we know.
And then I'm looking at it. I'm like, it really does have kind of the same body shape as Punk. Kind of moves like him. Okay.
And then you see the comparisons with the shirts.
And then I see
like, oh my goodness.
Oh no! And then I hear it's no. What gave it away to me is that it was his trainer's final match. It was Ace Steel's final match ever, and I'm like, oh, now it makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
It's like CM Punk may not love the wrestling business, but oh yeah, I'm sure he loves the guy that actually made him who he was today, or made him who he is. So that makes perfect sense. But even then, little did we know, that wasn't the only time he's done that.
Yeah, apparently he's been doing this since 2015.
So CM Punk, and there's an interview, and another source here, 2017, he did like some kind of, I think it was ESPN or some interview, and at one point he's quoted saying like when I come back, it won't even, like, none of you will know it. I'll show up in some ninja fucking outfit on some indie show in front of 50 people of my friends and family, and no one will be the wiser.
And lo and behold, he was freaking right.
Except for the fact that no one would know, because now we know. Dude, that's the thing. Like, whoever, I wonder if CM Punk like wanted them to film it, because like I'm sure he always wanted this to be a secret. But like Silas Young, this is Silas Young's promotion. I swear he had someone there like filming it on purpose, right?
Probably.
Because then he immediately did a tweet saying like some punk in all caps joined our promotion or something like that, or decided to come in. It's like, so yeah, Silas Young just basically giving away to CM Punk. It's just so weird. And then you look at the GTS. God, what a horrible GTS that was. Ring rust is real, guys.
Well, yeah, like he hasn't hit a GTS since 2014.
Yeah,
Well,
since the Rumble, since the 2014 Rumble.
The way he hit it looked like he hadn't hit a GTS since the pyramids were made. This GTS was so bad. So bad. But you know what? It was quintessential Punk. Because it was sloppy. It was sloppy. It was, I don't know. It was sloppy. CM Punk's was sloppy. But you know what? At the end of the day, it did its job. It got people talking. It was effective. You know what? Rob the Punk. You know what? And now we have to have the discussion. Is this the only thing he's going to be doing? Or is this just a preview for what might come? Do you guys think CM Punk will join AEW?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually does. If he
we know the Bucks are close friends of Punk.
Yes.
We know they are close friends. They have taken pictures together numerous times. They've done signings together. In fact, he was supposed to do that. Well, no, he did. He did do the signings during, like, remember when All In was in Chicago? Like the day before.
He did the signing. It's just that fans thought he was going to show up at All In.
Well, no. Well, and also, first we didn't think he was even going to show up for the signing because that's when the whole Colt Cabana stuff happened, and Colt Cabana was on the show for All In.
Oh yeah.
So we were like, oh shit, he might not even do the thing, but he ended up doing it. So that's good. And Colt Cabana, I don't think is in. I mean, he's probably going to stay in Ring of Honor. So if Colt Cabana's not in AEW, I mean, that frees up Punk there. Like, that's the thing. If AEW signs Colt Cabana, then that basically tells me that Punk's not showing up. But I don't think they're going to. So I can see it happening.
I mean, AEW, they're gonna need something like big.
I mean, they have. I mean, it's not like they don't have star power. They do have Omega. They do have the Bucks. I mean, I guess the Bucks. Really, Kenny Omega.
They have Pac.
Kenny, Cody, Pac, and Goldust. That's like your big star power.
They have star power, but what I'm saying is they're gonna need something big for their first pay-per-view to get everyone fucking talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People are going to be talking about it either way because this has been built up for a while. But like, you want like the last image of the show being like something that everyone's going to talk about for the longest time, and is going to personally, also something that's going to make everyone tune into the next one and be like, "Oh my god, now we have to see this next one."
Here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Like if they do have if they show All or Nothing, that's what they're possibly going to have their world title. That's probably going to be Hangman versus Pac.
Yeah,
Pac wins, and either Omega challenges him, or Punk shows up, hits him with the GTS, and he challenges.
Because we're getting Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. We know that.
We're getting Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros, and that's probably going to be for the AAA tag titles.
I'm just explaining why Kenny Omega won't be in the world title picture because he's still feuding with Jericho, and low key, I'm kind of ready to get this Kenny Omega Chris Jericho stuff over with. I'm sorry. I mean, why are they still feuding?
They're still feuding?
Honestly,
yep, they're going to be facing each other with the pay-per-view.
I have a question. I don't know if you can answer this, but Jarvarus, why are they still feuding? Why does Jericho still hate Kenny?
Give me a second.
I mean, I'm fine with it. It's a big money match, but I don't get it. Like, why?
Don Callis, maybe?
Over a commentator. I don't know.
Omega and Don Callis have been beefing for the past couple months, so maybe Don Callis called up Jericho to have him go after Omega or something.
Oh yeah, he's been going after Callis. Yeah, Jesus.
But when did that feud first started?
It started like when Jericho.
It started in the lead up to Wrestle Kingdom 12.
In the lead up to Wrestle Kingdom 12, which was in 2018. It was like, I think it wasn't it the what show was it? Was it the
Because remember why this went down? This apparently went down because Jericho got mad at WWE because they pulled the NXT talent off his cruise, so he went to New Japan.
I could have sworn it was like a September or October show, like one of their bigger shows where Jericho was on the big screen and talked to Omega. Like
it was before Power Struggle.
Okay. Yeah, because Power Struggle.
It might have been during Tag League. It might have been during Tag League in the final day of Tag League, I think.
Oh no, it was after Kenny Omega beat Trent. I remember that.
Oh,
I'm trying. Trent Beretta.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember when that was, but yeah, it started in like late 2017, and then it stopped for a while. It stopped after Wrestle Kingdom 12, and then Jericho moved on to Naito, and then that like. Did Naito ever get his win back on Jericho?
Yeah, because Jericho beat Naito for the IC title at Dominion, and Naito won the belt, IC belt back at Wrestle Kingdom.
Right. Yeah. So we got that at least. But I don't even, like. I remember their first match at like fucking Dominion more than I do the Wrestle Kingdom match for some reason. I don't know why.
The Wrestle Kingdom match was no DQ.
Where was the one where Jericho beat Naito?
Dominion.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that's one I remember for some reason. But yeah,
because Jericho beat Naito in Dominion because he pushed his red shoes and he kicked Naito for the nuts and hit him with the code breaker.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Oh no, I remember it. Okay. I don't remember being one of the best. I mean, it was a good match. I don't remember being one of the better matches, like one of the best matches on the show. Like the main event stole that fucking show, obviously.
Yep.
It was that and like. I think a junior match. So yeah. But yeah, back to the whole point. Like they have the star power. It's just like they need something to get them talking and have them be like, okay, now we have to watch the next show. And CM Punk coming back, like, and then maybe like promoting like a big money match between CM Punk and Cody or CM Punk and Kenny or CM Punk and Pac. Like that will get people talking and get people wanting to watch the show. Like you always want that hook for like every show. So I don't think they should, if they do sign Punk, they should like the next pay-per-view they should be promoting his first match. That should be like the main draw of the show.
Yeah, like here's my thing. Don't if you sign Punk, do not have him on TV. Don't have him have any television matches. Only have Punk do pay-per-view matches.
and maybe an occasional promo on TV here and there.
Like have them do promos on TV. Just don't have them do matches. Don't have them have matches.
Right. Exactly, and then you're set. You're fucking set.
Because at this point, Punk's coming in on age. So yeah, you're gonna have to. You can't be in the ring all the time.
He's already 40, isn't
he? Yeah, I think.
So, yeah. He's either 39 or 40.
Yeah, so get Punk that Brock contract. Honestly,
oh my God, didn't CM Punk say I think it was during his feud with Brock. He's like, okay, fuck that, I want to be that guy now. Like he used to always hate the part timers. He's like, okay, now fuck it, I just want to be that guy now. This is bullshit. But I mean, it depends on what they do with him. And hey, and like they said, they don't have any writers, so they probably will give Punk a lot of creative freedom. So I mean, you got that. Hopefully, that's the thing. I'm sure they'll have bookers there. So they won't be
yeah, they got bookers there, but they don't have writers.
That's not creative control to the sense of not to the Hogan extent of creative control, where it's like making yourself.
Fuck no, don't nobody want that no more.
I think it's just freedom in your promos, freedom in what your character actually is. I would hope so. Let's find out. And you'll have to find out what we talk about on the next episode. Is there anything else? Because I think we covered everything.
I think that's it.
That's it. Thank you. I want to give a quick shout out to the one person that was in chat. For some reason, I couldn't actually add everyone because for some reason fucking Twitter was being a mark and it wouldn't actually pull up the names. But Ali Smith, thank you for actually being in the chat, which was cool. Hope I'll add everyone else just so they can watch the video because they didn't make it here. Fuck. But yeah.
Fans?
What's up?
We have fans?
We have some fans. I mean,
we do.
We didn't have fans today, but we have fans. I think. I mean, maybe even if it's out of pity, we have fans, and I appreciate whether it's out of pity or not. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully, you guys watch it later. Usually, we have 6 or 7 views or 6 or 7 viewers in the live stream. We only have 2 or 3, only 1 person in chat. But we're not always gonna get those numbers, so fuck it. And we just do this to have fun, so whatever. Thank you guys for tuning in, and who are going to tune in, subscribe to us, blah, 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 whatever. And yeah. Yowie, wowie.